Hit the like, hit the share, hit the subscribe. We live. I apologize for yesterday, but YouTube would not let me go live, but we live today. It was opening night last night. We're going to get into all of that. Yeah, we're just going to talk about we're just going to talk about everything in the league, man. We're just going to talk about it in the league, man. But let's get to the stats from yesterday. We only had 2 games yesterday. It was the 76ers. They lost to Boston. And hold on, let me go down. Hold up, let me go down the box score first. Waiting on for that to come up. All right. Yeah, it's 11:02 out here in the West, man. I hope everybody's good, man. I hope everybody's good. Okay, the box scores goes as such. Tobias Harris was 7 out of 14. He was 3 of 6 from 3. He was 1 of 2 from the free throw line. He had 2 rebounds. He had 3 steals. He had 18 points. PJ Tucker, happy feet. He had 3. He was 3 for 5. 0 for 2 from 3. He had 4 rebounds, 1 block, 2 turnovers. Joel Embiid, he was 9 of 18 from the field, 1 of 6 from 3, 7 of 9 for the line. He had 15 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 block, 6 turnovers. Tyrese Maxey was 8 of 16, 2 of 5 from 3, made all 3 of his free throws. He had 2 assists, 2 steals, 1 turnover, 21 points. Montrezl Harrell was 1 of 3. He had 2 points. James Harden was 9 of 14, 5 of 9 for 3. Made all 12 of his free throws. He had 8 rebounds, 7 assists, 3 turnovers.
How many points he had?
How many points he had? James Harden had wait a minute. No, James Harden had 35. Yeah, he had 35. He had 35.
Hey, bro, anybody called to check down that landing, bro? I know you probably hanging over a ceiling fan right now. Nigga done hung himself, kicked the chair by himself and shit. You all right, huh? What it do? Where you at in landing, you bitch you?
Shout out to my boy Atlantean, man.
Shout out to you need to put that
shout
right
out to my boy Greenleaf too. Shout out to my nigga Greenleaf too, man. My boy Greenleaf, man.
Yeah, salute.
Oh yeah. Salute to my boy LB, man. LB was on the nigga here early this morning, man. I was laughing like a motherfucker. So you got me going there. LB was on one this morning, man. I'm like, man, these niggas already started first game of the season trolling it, just trolling. All right, let me finish the rest of these stats before I open up the panel, man. And then we're just gonna go down to the Celtics. Was led by Jaylen Brown, was 14 of 24, 4 of 12 from 3, made all 3 of his free throws. He had 3 rebounds, he had 2 assists, 2 steals, he had 4 turnovers, he had 35. Jason Tatum also had 35, 13 of 20. He was 2 of 7 from the 3, 7 of 9 from the line. He had 12 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, 3 turnovers. And then Muffet Baby Marcus Smart, he was 3 for 8, 1 for 4 for 3, 7, 8 from the free throw line. He had 3 rebounds, 7 assists, 1 steal, 14 points. Malcolm Brogdon had 16 points, 7-11 from the field, 0-2 from 3, made both of his free throws. He had 2 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals. He had 1 turnover. Blake Griffin was 0 for 2. He had 1 point. Sam Hauser, yeah, whatever. Okay, now we're going to go to the Lakers. And Green Knight of the champions from the last season was the Warriors. Okay. Lonnie Walker was 2 of 7, 0 of 3 from 3, 1 of 2 from the line. He had 2 rebounds. No, he had 3 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, 2 turnovers. He had 5 points. LeBron had 31 points, 12 of 25, 3 of 10 for 3, 4 for 4 from the line. He had 14 rebounds, 8 assists, 5 turnovers. Anthony Davis was 10 of 22, 0 of 3 from 3, 7 of 9 for the line. He had 6 rebounds, 4 steals, 1 block, 3 turnovers, 27 points. Russell Westbrook was 7 of 12 from the field, 1 of 3 from the 3, 4 of 5 from the line. He had 11 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, 4 turnovers. And the next high man was Kendrick Nunn, 5 of 9 from the field, 3 of 6 from 3. He had 3 rebounds, 2 assists. He had 3 turnovers. He had 13 points. Now, my biggest takeaway from, I know it's just the first game. Y'all can say whatever the fuck y'all want to say. I don't give a flying fuck. It's just my fucking opinion. Sixers ain't going no motherfucking nowhere. To me, they ain't going nowhere. I ain't never seen Joel Embiid, between him and Anthony Davis. They fall on the floor so many times for me, and I just don't trust James Harden. Hey, me and Vaughn were just talking about that shit, man. I ain't never seen 2 big niggas. Every time I see these niggas, man, they always on the fucking floor, man. Get your big ass up. Now, I did like Maxey. Maxey gonna ball for them. It's just James Harden. James Harden, he did have a big game. I get all that, but I think they should let I think James Harden should go to the 2. Let Maxey just go with the 1. That's just me. That's what I would do. But this is another thing I noticed too. Only reason I watched Undisputed this morning just to see what the fuck they're gonna say about Russell Westbrook and everything like that. Of course, LeBron don't get no. Oh, he had 31. Whatever, y'all, dude. Come on, man. Yeah, it's the same tune, but actually, to me, in my opinion, Russell, he played an okay game. He played harder than everybody else out there. That he gonna give you that energy. But one thing I always notice, and I've been trying to tell y'all this forever: whoever's LeBron's third man, best player on the team, always gets the blame. Look at Kevin Love. Look at Chris Bosh. And that's some true serum. Y'all can say I'm fucking hating all you fucking want to. It's not fucking hate. I don't see nobody on national television criticizing this man. You know what? Between him and Tom Brady, them 2 motherfuckers get all the excuses and passes, and they don't really get ridiculed, get dogged out, anything like that. But everybody else gets the blame. But I just can't wait to that. You know what? You can hide the truth all you want to, but one day the truth gonna come out. And the truth is, the Lakers ain't going no fucking nowhere. They look worse than they did last year. They don't have no defensive. Who the defensive player is? Who's they rim protector is? They don't got that.
Anthony Davis and Kendrick Nunn.
and Patrick Beverly, he's not sticking to real scorers in this league. No. The real scorers, he's too small for it. Straight up, he's short. I'm shooting over you.
Thanks, Trey.
Oh yeah. Let me get my shit off.
I'm gonna keep it. Patrick Beverly got his little moments, but he ain't sticking no Jason Tatum height ass niggas.
Yeah, I just gotta say this about Steph too. That nigga did the dream shake on that nigga. That was the move last night. When that boy knocked the ball away, I was like, ooh. Ooh,
I seen that. I said that nigga did a little shimmy. He did a little shimmy shake right there, a little Kareem dream.
He did a little dream shake on the nigga last night, man.
He put his whole body into that motherfucker, T. Price. He put his whole body in that shit.
Hey, man. Hey, but
that little nigga was on him. Hey, that little nigga was on him. He had to shake.
He was. He said, "Man, hands off of me, bro. You gotta back off me, bro." I'm not worried about Steph this year. I think Steph is going to have a great season like always. I'm just going to see. This is just my opinion. I know I got a lot of friends on here that's Golden State fans. Somebody got an echo. But okay. I just don't think they're gonna get to the finals. I just don't think so, because when you have a dynamic like this, I know fights happen all the time in the league. I get that, but it's always, every dynasty always ends out very bad. Am I correct? They might get to the finals and lose, but I don't think they're gonna win it again. That's just my opinion. It's just too much shit, man. And I've noticed how Jordan Poole and fucking Draymond Green was. No man. That shit ain't right, bro. It's when you savagely punch a nigga like that. I mean, Safari punch a nigga like that. Nigga, it's cool, man. Hey, y'all people on TikTok, y'all nigga was wrong. I got some funny ass shit that I seen, but I didn't want to send it to my homies, man, because that's too fucked up, man. That nigga is a meme. It's just like Trayvon said, he's a meme. They memeing this dude everything. I got a video where the dude, my homie sent me, where they got Klay Thompson was like, damn, what happened to you? They doing the whole Friday thing and shit, and Steve Kerr was like, somebody call 911. I'm like, here they go with this shit, bro. It's already starting.
So T, let me say something right quick before you finish that. How Draymond gonna pull up talking about they gonna make him out of a meme, but bitch, you started that meme. If you wouldn't have did what you did, how they gonna make him out of a meme?
You wasn't thinking about him being no meme when you did that shit. See, right?
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna send it to y'all right now, y'all. I got two of them. I'm gonna send it to y'all, bro. That shit funny as hell, bro.
Bro, we gonna keep it like how women tell men. You not sorry you cheated for me. You sorry your ass got caught, nigga. That's what it is, man. I'm sorry that you fired on that boy. You wanted to fire his shit up. You been wanting to fire his shit up probably for years.
Oh my God. That was a good one.
You got, look, if we didn't see the video, does Draymond Green come and let the world know, hey, y'all, I'm just going to take off. I did some bullshit in practice. It don't matter what it is, but I'm going to just separate. Well, he would have just did that? No. He came out because it was time for, it was, what's the word for it? It was control. It was damage control time. Damage control, send his ass out there, apologize. You know, it's the same thing. Look, hey, Kobe, I love Kobe, but I can use anything as an example. Would Kobe had did that press conference, if he wouldn't have got caught and that shit brought up and he just would have got away with, had sex with the girl and just went and play basketball? Hell no. He wouldn't have went to his wife and said, I committed adultery. He would have slid under the motherfucking table. So Draymond, you're not sorry. And we all been, I feel like us as man, T. Price. I feel like even from when you were young, James, when you was young, somewhere in your life, you did something and you wasn't sorry, but you had to say it because you got called. Like, everybody have to go say sorry, nigga. Go, but you really wasn't. But you like, for peace sake, to get this shit over with, sorry, nigga, whatever. Shake his hand and you walk off fast. Look, whatever, nigga, on. Yep. Y'all, that's why I say Jordan Poole ain't gonna never like this nigga again, because us as men, we all know how we will. If Jordan Poole could say, what if you were Green, would you been sorry, nigga? Hell no, I've been mad that I got caught, that I gotta do all this shit for something that I really felt like doing. That's what I would be mad about. I'd be like, I gotta go out here and apologize. I meant what I did, nigga. Straight up, I did that. I didn't like what he said. I understand people saying the bully thing, but it's damage control, bro. Come out here and tell the truth. Look, I would have respected, not for how he did it, but I would have respected Draymond Green if he said, look, he said some fly shit, I didn't like it, I reacted, I'm sorry that it got on camera, and unfortunately, this is the situation we in right now. That's all I'm saying. I ain't going, cause man, look, you didn't mean to hit him. You didn't mean to punch him. Your hand just went up real fast, and you was like, what you doing? And it just hit his ass. You knew you wanted to fight that boy. You just needed to make him, so you wanted to make him look like he started it. I done did that before. I know I could whoop. It's called make a nigga bite the apple. Make a nigga bite the fruit. You like, how can I make him, like, he ain't gonna just get into it with me. So how can I make him either say something or do something to where it's like, ooh, I got all rights to fuck him up now. That's what you did, my nigga. I know. You picked on the boy. You walked, first of all, if you really didn't mean to do nothing to him, you wouldn't have walked up in another grown ass nigga face with your breath smelling like hot tart shit. Ain't no nigga walking up in your face talking about he didn't mean no harm. Who would you let?
Oh my God.
Who would you? The only person that probably can do that, and they probably can't even do that, and that's probably like a family member, like your brother. He probably the only nigga that y'all touch foreheads with each other. Like, nigga, you better get your ass back. That's the only man that you may touch foreheads with, and be like, boy, you lucky, you family, or I would have knocked you smooth the fuck out. Like, I just would have kicked you. So Draymond, when you approach this nigga who ain't your family, ain't your cousin, ain't your brother, he a grown ass man, you don't know what to expect, you don't know what he take for disrespect, and you go over there and make your, like you about to kiss this motherfucker.
That nigga safari punched that nigga. Hey, I had to watch Barber every time I see the to the homies on the panel. Did y'all see? That's just one of them. Did you get the first video I just sent y'all? That's just one of them my boy sent me. I got another funny one than that. They making that nigga mean, bro. That's Draymond. That's Draymond's shit right there. But
Draymond can't fight, bro. Because I'm going to tell you, if he was fighting somebody that could fight, he all off balance. Feet all in the air, on your tippy toe. Like, no, Draymond can't. Nah, Draymond, you can't fight, bro. Nope. And I think you know you can't fight because I'm going to tell you, niggas that you know you can beat up, what you do, T-Price? Do you sucker punch them or you call their ass out? Because you know you.
No, they're going to sneak diss him. They're going to sneak diss him. That's what they're going to do.
No. I'm saying,
sucker punch.
You. No, this is what I'm saying. If you know it's a nigga you can mop the floor with, I don't have to sucker punch you.
Yeah, I ain't gonna waste my time.
This what I'm saying. Look, no, you're not gonna waste your time. But I'm saying if he's acting like, hey, I want to fight you, he push you. Say the nigga push you. You know you can beat him up. You turn around, he push you in the back like Patrick Beverly did Chris Paul. You know,
okay.
Like, I'm gonna beat him. So,
I got a question.
Look, this is my point. A dude that you know you can fuck the fuck up, you're not gonna snake him. You're gonna be like, bring your ass out here. Bring your ass right here.
That's a fact. What's up, Herm? I'm about to send you the link, Herm.
That's all I'm saying. Two niggas, if you really know you can drag, if you a real man, first of all, you're gonna one-on-one a nigga anyway. You ain't gonna just snake his ass. You're gonna be like, boy, you wanna get down? Your ass up, come to the back. When I was growing up in school, that's what we used to tell niggas. Hey, come to the back. We didn't just fire on your ass in the seat. We be like, at lunch, nigga, meet me in the bathroom, nigga. Whoopty. We didn't do all that snake shit. Everybody knew where the fighting area was, nigga. So I'm pretty sure they got a fighting area in that gym. I don't give a fuck what nobody say.
Shoot, when I was growing up, nigga, fight area was anywhere, nigga, anywhere on site, nigga. Okay, since we figured up, okay.
Trouble, if you don't want the authority, just call them that. That's your coach. That's the owners. You don't want them to see you, nigga. You know where we be going, and we have some lookouts, and we get about 15 seconds, or whoever hit the ground first is over.
Hey, I gotta testify for a minute. Believe I testify. While I got a chance, yeah. Okay. Now you brought me back. I was in middle school, and there was this tall ass. I was always short in high school. Even in high school, my twin brother was already 6 feet. By the time we was in junior high, I was a little short dude. So everybody used to think because I was short and quiet, I couldn't fight. So this girl, man, I just kept on telling her, I was like, girl, this ain't what you want. It's not like what you said. When you know somebody you know you can whoop, I know she was a girl, man, and everything like that. I was like, girl, my mama told me, I looked that right in that girl's face. My mama told me, if you put yourself in a woman position, that mean they give me the audacity and the right to beat the brakes out your tall. Hey man, she look like, hey, y'all remember the old school what's that old school commercial, man? Green Giant commercial? No, that old school
you got tongue twisted, T-Price. I don't want nobody to say you said the wrong thing. I know what you meant to say was when a woman put herself in a man position.
That's what I said. Yeah.
You said when you put in a woman position. That's what you said.
I'm just saying that woman tried to put herself in a position like she was a man, and she still act like this to this day. You know what I'm saying? But we made amends of it.
I'll tell anybody like my family. Don't get me wrong. I just know how niggas is, but at the same time, I don't believe that. Hey, look, niggas know they don't supposed to hit girls, but I don't want my cousins, sisters, like girls, like to be out there like you bitch ass nigga. Look, don't do that though. You don't supposed to do that neither though. Antagonize him because you know if he hit you, you can put him in jail and some shit like that. That don't mean you get rah-rah with a nigga. You say your piece and get your ass on. You say your piece and get your ass on. Stop trying. You're not a man. Don't sit there and go back and forth with a man because eventually men can't talk. We can't out argue y'all. So what he's gonna do? He's gonna shut you up with a fist or a slap.
The only way I let niggas on my panel if you got a wrench. I gotta get that off too.
It's not about letting nobody run over you. If you with somebody that you feel like they're disrespect you like that, just leave the nigga alone. Like it's your fault. You come back and he's back again. Like shut your ass up. Like okay, if you don't like that, don't you stop coming back. The damn dick too good, the damn mouth too good. What is it? But from the money, whatever it is though, I'm no longer on your side. I'm no longer on your
side. That's a fact.
Because you keep coming back. That's all. So that's all I'm saying. That's me as a nigga. I'm not fit to keep, and that's my family members too. Look, don't call me. Oh, why? Because if I beat the shit out of them, I don't want to see them at another family get together with you.
You know what? I'm glad you said that because I always been the type person, even dealing with women that had kids and stuff like that. And I'm glad I don't deal with that no more. But even when I was going through all that, you know, there was this one particular time, this chick that planted a baby on me. That's why you take a DNA test. You know what I'm saying? But I just felt like something in my heart wasn't right. She was posting the shit up all on Facebook and everything. You know, she would just whoopty 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 whoop. So my uncle was like, "Yeah, nephew." I'm like, "What's up, Cube?" Come, my uncle, he looked like Ice Cube to me. I got all the cousins, you know. I'm like, "What's up, Q?" You like, "Yeah, nephew. I think that's your baby and everything." There, nephew. I'm like, "Uncle, man, stop, bro." Like, dude, I'm all the way up. I'm like, dude, something ain't adding up. So I was like, but in my mind, I was in the West Coast for the first time. You feel what I'm saying? So I was just like, in my mind, I was like, I don't want that possibility of not being there. And if it was my child, then I'm gonna feel some type of way. 'Cause I knew my dad was there for me and my brother, and my dad was there for all the birth of his kids and some of his grandkids too. You feel what I'm saying? I didn't want to be like that, but the moral of the story was it wasn't my kid. But I'm glad I went through that process as a man and faced it just in case it was my child. But DNA don't lie.
Let me ask you what I asked you behind the scenes, on the scenes
okay.
Right now.
Okay.
What was the red flags that you seen between Jordan Poole and Draymond Green? Like I told you, I felt like they only had one play between each other, and that was a hesitating pick and roll from Draymond Green. Like he's like, all right, let me get this nigga away from you, and then he just picked and rolled you and threw it right back to you for the pick.
Yeah, I'm watching that play right now. I'm watching the game again right now as we on. Yeah.
I done seen them touch. I done seen them meet up on multiple plays with each other during the game. Multiple. It's 4 quarters, bro, and y'all on that court with each other a lot. To me, that was a red flag of uncomfortable. Like I just don't like. I don't know if I can like Draymond Green not trying to really be on your side of the court, trying to give you your space. Don't want you uncomfortable, and you on some. I really don't want him around me too much. Like I can see they kept him kind of off the court together in a way. I think, like I said, you know what I told you behind the scenes. I think that punch is going to affect them. I don't know if it's going to be in the finals, before the finals, but whatever it is, it's going to make sure they don't win the championship this year.
And that gets back into what I was saying earlier. All the dynasties that I seen growing up, I'm 44 years old. Thank God, you know what I'm saying? He let me see 44. Every dynasty that I seen, that always ended badly. Am I right, Vaughn? Yeah. Everyone that I seen, it always ends bad. It always do. And you know what? After it's all said and done, this is just my opinion, by the way, and I don't care how nobody feel about me and everything like that. I don't care. I'm just gonna repeat this one more time. This is gonna be a great year. I am striving to 1,000. It's like that old school song. I'm trying to make it, trying to make 100. I can't. Yeah, I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. So I should already be already, but I'm gonna put in that work, man. Like I said, and it's gonna be respect and honor, or it's gonna be respect over it. First of all, it's gonna be respect. And ladies, you are more than welcome to come on here too. Cause I got female friends that want to come on here too. They getting really close to coming on the panel to joining us. When they do, it's gonna be great. You know what I'm saying? Till then, I hold it down to the fellas who really support what I'm doing, man. It's always gonna be respect with me. I'm always gonna respect every man on this here. This ain't. Hey, I'm just gonna say this one. I ain't gonna gotta disrespect you. I ain't gotta call you out your name. I gotta do all of that stuff. Hey, that's one thing about this world. Trayvon, he thinks differently. My boy Vaughn, he thinks differently. You feel what I'm saying? We all think alike in some ways. You see what I'm saying? There might be something. I don't understand why people get all that.
We go at our answers in different ways. We get our answers
right.
Like we get what we want different ways. We want the same things, but we just got different avenues to go find.
Right.
You know what I mean? But
and all my homies that I know, I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate you checking on me. Go ahead.
When it comes to big bro, you big bro on here, though, I'm gonna remind you one thing that me and you been taught well. Jesus had 12 friends, and one of them still turned on him. That's all I'm gonna say.
Mm-hmm.
He had 12, my nigga. Not 1,000. Not a minute where you couldn't keep up. It was 12 of them niggas, very close, and one of them still turned. So that's going to your subscribers. This meaning subscribers. You can have 1 million. You can have 1 billion. But it still may be something wrong over there. You know what I just now thought about, bro? It's something that everybody want on this earth. And it's not love. And it's not kids. It's money. That's the one thing everybody on earth wants. I don't care what language it's in. Chinese, American, Great Britain, I don't care what your money look like, that's what you want. But what I come to realize is those people who rich right now to us, one day they didn't have it. And they were sad on this. But guess what? I still see they still sad with bread. So it's a thing. That's not your fulfillment. Like, don't get me wrong. Yes, you need money, but you need money to do the things to live out here in this world. Like, but a lot of people, money is gonna make them whole. Like, ooh, once I get this bread, I ain't gonna need nothing. I ain't gonna want nothing. My life gonna be right. Man, y'all better take a look on TV.
Let me give y'all a greatest example. I'm just gonna piggyback what you just said. Look at all these celebrities.
Yep.
Everybody want to be a celebrity. Look at everybody want to be a celebrity, but check it out. You got celebrities that still can't find love.
Look at Will. Look at Will. Woman don't even love him. Look what he did for her. Don't love him. They sad. Look how they going at it. Faking the phone. Faking it. That's what rich people, they faking. They really ain't happy. They got all that shit, can buy anything they want. What's missing in your life?
I see you, Herm.
Oh, yeah.
My boy, Herm.
Hey, y'all know who get the women on the thing. Y'all know who get the women on the thing.
Hey, man, why you got that? Hey, man, why you got that man on your shit, Kid Truck? Is you trolling, bro?
You know it.
Hey.
I do not like that nigga right there, bro. Yeah, he got that nigga trolling, bro. I know how Kid Trucks get down, bro. Salute, Kid.
Salute, man.
I'll let you on here because I know who they are. Hey, Herb, I gotta hear your shit, man. What you thought about last night, bro? Both games, bro.
Well, we know the Sixers gonna be the same old Sixers. They gonna lose in the second round. With the Lakers, LeBron James stat pad in the blowouts. Like, shit get old, man. That's all we gonna see. LeBron get his numbers late in the game. But he struggled the whole first half until it started being down by 20. That's when he went show up. Like damn, bro. But other than that, though, Chief, right, you want the women on the channel, man. You know who bring them on the panel, man. You know the sex symbol himself and me. You know I get the women on the panel, man.
Hey man, I was just listening to one. Man, I can't. Hey, I'm gonna download. I got everything downloaded almost. I got that stream, man. Herm got a lot, man. Man, we used to have some times when I first started, man. Boy, you was a smooth operator, boy. That nigga. Hey, Vaughn, hey, Trey, hey, that nigga, the true Memphis nigga right there. For real.
That's just how it goes. Salute the Trap Junkie in the building, man. Hey, it look like we gonna be right again, Trap. Like, we gotta start listening to it.
Yeah, man.
This shit crazy. But you know, any women out there, you want to jump on the panel, you gonna have your sex something be on, man. You know, with me. So you know, y'all gonna have some. You gonna have a handsome young man talking shit to y'all. Jump on it anytime.
What's up, Zeddy? How's college going? Oh, he fell out. He'll come back in. Hey, what you thought about the game last night, Jay? Then we gonna go to Kid Trump.
What's good, T-Price? What up, everybody?
What's good, bro? Go ahead. You got the flow.
Man, I seen nothing but disappointment last night, man. That's all I'm gonna say. Straight disappointment, dog. I mean, I know it's only game one, but man, it's red flags all over the place, man. Both teams too, I'll say. Even though the Warriors got the win, because I still don't think the Warriors can go back to back this year.
What?
Oh, I don't think so, man.
I think this is me. I think they can, but this blow that Draymond did is going to be a death. I'm with Trey on this.
What's up, Peachy Brown?
Oh yeah, that's Peachy Brown. Oh, salute to the queen, man. I gotta make sure. I wrench her up.
Oh yeah, baby. Hey, baby. It's all good.
Hey, you see Trey? That's my nigga. Her keep that shit pimping, boy. Shout out to my lady. Shout out to my lady too, man, with her sexy ass, chocolate ass. You know what I'm talking about. That light skinned that's that light skinned that light skinned shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit, man.
Salute to both of them queens, man.
And the chocolate. And I like that chocolate too. But yeah, though. But go ahead and finish what you were saying.
Shout out to Gigi too.
That chocolate tie.
What you got, Kid Trump?
Yo, man, salute. I'm basically gonna go off the game, the Golden State and the Lakers. I seen a straight utter and like a somewhat of like disgrace out there, man. It looked pitiful out there how the Lakers was playing. They look unorganized. In some cases, they didn't even look like they know what they was doing. They looked like they wasn't even playing the playbook. Especially, they just looked like they were just jacking up shots, not playing in the rhythm, and they basically was not playing the beat. If you ask me, they look like the same from. Yeah, hell yeah. They don't defend. They don't even consistently shoot threes or shoot efficiently. So I don't know how a team like this can win. Or even make it. If you ask me, and I know it's one game, but I see the same exact.
Man, them niggas not making the playoffs again.
They're not making the
playoffs. Hey, y'all. The Lakers making the playoffs is like these niggas having a gun shootout right now. Stop shooting that shit.
Hey, I'm telling you.
They're not gonna make until they get that dysfunctional shit together. They ain't making no damn playoffs.
I'm gonna tell y'all this with Philly. Philly right now, you need to sign Derek Favors. Derek Favors will help y'all out tremendously because y'all don't have any depth. Y'all don't have a bench at all. So y'all need to sign Harkness too. If I'm Philly, those are two guys you need to sign because your bench, you can't play with 6 people and think you gonna win. You know what I'm saying? It just sad what we're seeing out there.
LeBron lazy ass need to go.
I blame Doc Rivers for letting Shake Miller not develop the way that he could have developed.
I'm glad. You know what? Hey, yo, go.
A lot of promise.
Thank you, Herm. I forgot about him. He's not even in the fucking rotation, bro.
So Philly, I'ma be real. Fuck the second round. Them motherfuckers gonna lose in the first round.
Hey, I forgot. Hey, Hey, the only person that I like on their team, even though Joel Embiid, you did with the Kansas, you did play for the Jayhawks, and they did fuck you over when you was there. I know about all that. I get all that. So that's why a lot of people be like, I got a lot of subscribers, and I'm about to answer y'all question. Who's the person that's talking in that Joel Embiid commercial? It's the coach of the Kansas Jayhawks, Bill Self, who's the coach at Illinois first. He was at Illinois first because he took D. Brown and Darren Williams, because I watch college basketball. Oh, Herm, I'm glad you're on here because I'm about to talk about these high school boys too. He took them boys and they lost to the national championship. Now, the Boozer boys. Now, Boozers. No, one's older than the other. One's older. One's a sophomore and one's a freshman, I think, or a sophomore or junior. I forgot. One's a sophomore and the other was a junior. I gotta look them up. But anyway, Bryce. Bryce is gonna be the best one out of the James brothers. Bronny, everybody. And you know what? And it's a shame because y'all fans of LeBron, y'all doing the same thing with Bronny. When LeBron get out there with niggas that can really do that shit, he ain't about that life, bro. He ain't. He's not.
I agree. I feel like Bryce
Hey, man.
He is not. Hey, I just got to get this off right quick. Hold on. He is not. He is not. I've been watching high school basketball. This is what I do this whole summer. Is watch these high schoolers get down. He's not even better than DeWalt Ratner's son. And he's the best player in the country.
I think, yeah, like what you were saying about Bryce, I feel like Bryce has more of a natural game.
Hey, he ain't better than what's that dude named Mikey Williams? He's not even better than Mikey Williams.
Bronny?
Hey, Mikey Williams is nice. That little short nigga got heart. I like little short niggas that got heart and shit like that. And you got game to back it up. You know what I'm saying? I like the pap that he's doing.
Heart, cuz. You got heart.
Yeah, you got heart, cuz. Yeah.
You know who the man is. So Victor, the kid overseas, Victor.
Oh yeah, that nigga right there. Yes. And Mas, I know Mas. I know some niggas be calling my boy. Mas is my boy, man. I know niggas hate that nigga to the shine. Come on. And niggas all and my subscribers like, why you call him twin? Because he's a twin just like me. He had a twin and I had a twin. I had a twin brother. You know what I'm saying? That's why I call him twin. You know what I mean? But Mas, in my opinion, that boy is the goods. I've been watching that dude for a while. Matter of fact, shout out to my boy. What's that nigga name, man? What's his nigga name? Her. I always say about Dre Magic.
Talking about Superman.
Me and Superman told you who was the future was coming about a year ago. We told you this. And we told you this dude. I've been watching this dude, man. This is, hey, y'all be thinking, this is, and with Herm, I did not know that you said this, but I appreciate it though, man. But I ain't know Herm even said this about me, man. He was like, man, y'all want to know who the product is and all that? Come talk to me. I could tell you who's going to be the goods and who's going to be not. But one thing about being a basketball son of a father who played in the league, depending on the player, it all depends on, like for instance, Jamal Mashburn. He has a son. A lot of people don't know that. He played at New Mexico State. He's shorter. He's way shorter than Jamal Mashburn. But he talked like his daddy. He look like Jamal Mashburn all over again. He has game, but he don't get that recognition because everybody, y'all just gotta understand, they pick people who they want to promote and shit like that, man.
Most nepotism.
Salute T Price and
go ahead, Zadie. Hey, I want to.
It ain't about what you doing. It's about who you know. Look,
right.
That's why I say we don't look at it. And Kobe had this advantage too. Ain't nobody exempt. But when you have a father that played in the NBA. I don't care if he a high level. I don't care if he was a superstar or not. He was on the team with a superstar, so he still got that nigga number. He can say, hey, can my son come train with you? Hey, can I? He know he can go. And guess what? Why? That's your son. Guess what Chris Paul kids is doing? Shooting the ball with Kobe and shit, and warm-ups and all that. That's cheating.
Hey, I gotta say something before Zeddy go. I gotta get this off, man. Y'all remember when Chris Paul when he shimmied fucking Steph Curry and shit?
Oh yeah.
What the fuck is that new fucking commercial he got for Allstate? What kind of switching shit is that, nigga? Nigga, you really walking like that, my dude? They really get you?
Hey.
You know, no. I'm just gonna say this. I'm just gonna say this. I wish James was on here, cause James would tell you just the same thing I've been trying to tell y'all since these dudes selling they soap. What kind of fuck shit is that, nigga? Why the white dude wasn't switching, but your ass is? I'm just asking questions. And pass the collection plate. Like, share, subscribe. I don't be on here like that, but guess what? This season I will be. I know the real people that fuck with me. I don't ask for no nigga for no money or anything like that. Cause this shit's already paid for. Cause you know why? I pay for it myself.
Hey, TP, man. Like with Chris Paul, man.
Yeah, go ahead and get to that nigga, man. And my boy Will say, get that nigga. Where my boy Will say when I need him?
I thought he would have been man enough to the point where say, I would never play for this organization, for this franchise again. Monty Williams, I'm disappointed in. Devin Booker, I'm not surprised by Devin Booker, but Chris Paul and Monty Williams.
Hey, man, I'm not surprised by Devin Booker either, because anybody mess with a Jenner is always cursed. Only one that lucked up out of the deal was the first one was Tristan Thompson. And I was gonna say this to Draymond. Why you didn't sit there and cold caught that nigga Tristan Thompson when he smacked you, and then the next couple of weeks you end up signing with Clutch? I'm just asking questions, cause I've been to your town. Hold on.
Hey, look. He didn't smack him. He made him eat that motherfucking basketball. That leather, nigga. He made him eat that leather, nigga.
Nah, man. This happened in the club. That nigga punched Draymond in the club.
Oh yeah, that other time. But that's
I'm talking about that. Why you fire on that nigga then?
You didn't fight him when he tried to make you eat that leather, neither, nigga.
Hey, this is one thing I don't understand. See, I can smell a bully from a mile away.
Oh, most definitely. No.
I know I can, because I wasn't a bully, but dudes try to bully me until I had to put these Georgia paws on their ass. Then they be like, oh man, yeah, they don't fuck with T Price. That nigga fucking crazy, bro. They be like, niggas be like, when I'm off my shit, I let niggas make it. I'm like, dude, you just need to go on. I'm too old to be fighting a nigga now. I had a youngster told me yesterday, Trayvon from California, he was like, man, he's like, OG, when you move back down south or whatever you gonna be, I'll come with you. Because if a nigga try to mess with you, I'll beat that nigga on sight. Because you don't fuck with nobody.
Yep.
And you too old to be fighting. And then another thing too, men nowadays, even women, kid goes both ways across the fence. Y'all men and y'all women, y'all don't like to fight no more. Even y'all do get your ass beat. I'm talking about the ones that ask you one-on-one. Not no 20 motherfucker jumping on a girl talking about, oh yeah, I'm just, why y'all black women continue? And then this is another thing I don't understand about y'all black women too. Y'all say y'all want love, but at the same time, you showing your assets to everybody. You showing everybody how big your titties are, how big your booty are.
Oh, man.
You think a man really want? I'm talking about a man. I'm talking about a real ass man. You think a real ass man want that? Bitch, you just asked. I don't mean to say the word bitch, but it's just in my vocabulary right now because I got Cat Williams going on right now in the background. You buckethead girls, y'all need to wake up. Cause that shit ain't right.
The presentation matter though.
No, it doesn't. Cause that falls into the tricks of the enemy. That falls the tricks of the enemy. Go ahead, Zeddy. You got the flow.
All right. What's the topic?
Hey, you could talk about. No, we just talk about everything. But you could talk about the first two games of last night. You know how my channel is. We talk about everything around here. So I'm gonna ask you what I ask everybody else. What's your perception of the first two games that you saw yesterday? And you got the floor.
Well, the first one I didn't really watch, so I didn't get a chance to like analyze it. So I can't really give my take on that one. But the second game, oh boy, my assessment of that game is that LeBron James is one of the most selfish, egotistical superstars in NBA history. But you see him, you saw him jacking up like unnecessary threes, and like no ball movement, no setting screens. Like they want to blame Russ and his turnovers. Bron had like 5 turnovers, I think. And then, AD, like he was trying to cook, but they weren't giving him the ball in the right spots enough. So I 100% blame LeBron James for that loss, bro. They're going to say, oh, he had 30, 15, and 8. He did his job. No, the fuck he did, bro. Like, because I watched the game in its entirety. He played like absolute shit. And that's
I just want to correct myself, too. Hold on. I just thought about this. It just hit my brain. I just want to correct myself. When I was talking about Bronny this weekend, he did not show up this past weekend in Geico tournament that they had. To me, he did not show up.
Okay.
That's all I'm basing it off of him. I'm not downplaying him. Do I think other players are better than him? Yes. But he's still young, and also he's coming to his senior year. So all the dudes that he used to have that was on his team before, he gonna really have to really step his game up for Sierra to that school that he go to, the high school that he go to. They lost a lot of dudes on that team.
Yep.
That's all I'm saying. This past weekend, to me, he stanked an egg. I watched a lot of high school basketball. I watched a lot of Bronny games too. There's some games that he does play great in, but one thing I noticed, he just like his dad to me. He plays great with other great players.
Yep.
So I'm just gonna see. Is he gonna? I think the best one is gonna be Bryce. That's just my opinion. Bryce, he got game.
Oh,
go ahead.
But anyway, that's my assessment of the game. And like, I don't even know if they make. You guys think Lakers gonna make the playoffs?
Nope.
Exactly, but like.
Hell no.
I ain't gonna lie, Russell Westbrook, he has to play
He always play hard, bro.
That goddamn lob was amazing, though. I ain't gonna lie. That nigga dunked the shit out of that motherfucker.
Right.
When he dunked that motherfucker, I said, there you go. That's what you supposed to be like. That's what you. I'm tired of this shit. You supposed to go out there and play. I'm tired of you motherfuckers talking about me. Ah.
Yeah, like,
he need to make all his holes honest.
Hey, look, Hearn. Hey, look, whoever. Hey, look. That's what I'll be. Yeah, I stunk that shit up last season. So guess what? My whole mission is everybody who laughed at me. Look, Russ, you like making custom shirts. I'll come in and keep laughing. That's what my shirt is say. Keep laughing. Don't know what I keep laughing because I'm you mother.
Hey, to my boy Big Worm. You know why I said? Hey, I know I'm capping about Michael Williams. Michael Williams, he do got an office. But think about it, Big Worm. Just for his just for his offensive game, he'll get in the league. Cause we live in an era now where dudes don't play both ways anymore. They don't come with that reputation of playing both ways. That's why I did shout him out. He doesn't play any defense. That is absolutely facts. He doesn't. But then at the same time, name a good player that's in high school that actually defends. I can list. I got some names for you, but I'm gonna say that for another day.
It's no more single defenders. It's this team defense shit.
Hey, Bronny gonna be fine though. I mean, I like him. I like how he is. Hey, what's going on? Somebody got it. Nah, I can hear somebody got an echo or something. But yeah, I don't like hearing myself, man. It's like, damn, my voice really that deep, scared the shit of myself. Nah, But Bronny gonna be fine. Bronny gonna be fine, man. I like his game. He wait till the game comes to him, but I just felt like, to me, he laid an egg to me this weekend. There has been turns I seen him did, but Bronny gonna be fine. But I still think Bryce is gonna be the better one. And I can tell you somebody else too. The Boozer Boys, them niggas, them boys.
Hey, Bronny, hey, look, none of them niggas. To me, I'm gonna be honest, man. Because unless niggas want to act different and soft and all that, them niggas ain't gonna be fine if they don't do a damn thing they daddy did. Because that's what's expected. When niggas see this, the nigga, that's how they looked at. Oh, this nigga doing what? Oh, look, that's what I'm looking at. Straight up. If you niggas don't come in destroying shit and all that, you suck. That's what I'm gonna give you the same judgment as every other kid who is the kid of a basketball player got. Those niggas ain't getting no special treatment. Oh, he a kid, leave him alone. Oh, he just gotta leave. No, I'm destroying everybody who ain't what they cracked up to be. And these niggas supposed to be cracked up. They supposed to come from some of that thoroughbred genes, nigga. So no. These niggas supposed to be in there like swimwear.
Yep. It's the absolute truth.
All right, I'm gonna go over the games for today. Detroit play Orlando. Washington is at Indiana. Houston ATL. Pelicans and Brooklyn Nets. Chicago, Miami. Cleveland, Toronto. The Knicks played the Grizzlies. OKC played Memphis. The Hornets played the Spurs. Denver and Utah. And Dallas played Phoenix. That's on ESPN on League Pass. It's Portland and Sacramento. They play at 7. I might do that game tonight. Yeah, I'm gonna do something different tonight. I'm gonna do that game tonight. Cause I know that's played locally here for me. Hey, you know what's crazy, Vaughn? I bought that League Pass. No, I bought that game and they still ain't fixed my League Pass yet, Big Worm. That's some whole ass shit. Talking about we gonna fix it. Y'all ain't fixing nothing. I could just start doing the games just on national television. And shit. Cause I always get all the Sacramento games cause I want to see that boy Keegan Murray go, man. I can't wait for his transition. I can't wait for old boy's transition for the for Houston, Banchero, and what's that boy name? He went to Auburn. What's his name? Oh man, I can't think of that boy name for nothing, man.
Jabari Smith.
Yeah, Jabari Smith. Yeah, I can't wait for his trend. Even all these rookies, man, for them to go out there and do their thing, man, this year, man. Because the league just got very young again. I'm them niggas ready to be mad like motherfucking like Eddie Murphy and shit. There'll be consequences and repercussions. We gonna make these playoffs, nigga.
Right.
Yeah, because yeah, man, it's just gonna be a crazy year, man. Because I think a lot of these teams that everybody predicted that's gonna be there, it's not gonna be there. I just got a gut feeling, but I still think the Warriors can get there. I still think they can repeat though too, but I just think that if they end up getting a repeat after all of this shit, I'll say I'm wrong. But I just still think what that incident, it's gonna take a toll somewhere somehow. I don't know when.
I look at it like this, bro. Until another team shows me different, I gotta go with the Warriors. Until another team steps up and proves different.
I like that Jamaica Green pickup for him, though.
Yeah, I did too.
That was a great pickup for them. I know DiVincenzo, he trying to get back into his mode, come off a major injury. Yeah, so that so I still got them as one of the favorites still in the West. Because they're the champions, so somebody knock them off. I always say on my...
They know how
And they know how to win. Yes, they do know how to win.
When it gets to that point, they know how to win those games.
Yeah, they do know how to win, man. I do give them credit for that. Because that last night game, for instance, like Philadelphia, like Tobias Harris, he had a great first half, and then second half, he was nowhere to be found. That's that inconsistency. You see what I'm saying? I like Tobias Harris, because every place that this man played for, he always produced. But I just think in Philadelphia, it's going to be hard for him to produce I liked it when he was at Detroit. When he was with the Pistons at first, he was doing everything for him, man. But like I said, it's that consistency. And then when I look at Philadelphia, I'm like, go ahead. What you think it has to do?
I was going to say, I think it's just more about the style of play.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, this whole dribble pound, letting James Harden just have the ball in his hand for the majority of the shot clock. It's got to end. It's never worked. He didn't win nowhere else with it. Why would y'all do this? You got to move the ball. Let everybody play.
He shot more mid-range jumpers last night than I seen him do in a long time. But then I feel like, hey, I just want you to agree. You know, me and you, we talk all the time about basketball. I said this earlier when everybody was on the panel. I feel like Maxey should be the point guard. James Harden should go to the 2.
Is it Maxey?
Yeah. He does the same thing James Harden does. But yes, he attacked the basket. That's what I'm saying. I'm talking about when
if you give Maxey the ball, giving Maxey the ball is like unless Doc says, this is the play, and that play is intended for Joel Embiid to touch the ball and being effective. Maxey's mindset is, when I get this ball, that means I got to win like the same.
Right.
Unless the play we're running calls for something different. But yeah, Maxey. So I wouldn't want him to be the primary point guard. I don't mind him handling the ball at certain points, but I just don't like James Harden. But him still playing the way he's played everywhere else he's played, because the shit hasn't worked anywhere else, and it's definitely not going to work in Philly. They need to have more balls in Philly. It needs to not just sit in his hands for 10, 15 seconds. It needs to move around and let everybody touch it. Because they know as good as Tobias Harris is, Tobias Harris can also be actually about to win the game. So that's just about my take on that. I don't.
Who's your sleepers?
Handling the ball at certain points.
But I get it.
He's an attacker. He's not.
Yes. Yeah. Right. I'm just talking about like for instance, like if they get the rebound, instead of trying to find James Harden, why don't you try to find, if Maxey right, they give it to him, because why? Because he's an attacker. One time, that's like, you remember when James Harden first got to Houston? What did he always used to do all the time? He's attacked the fucking basket to do what? Draw fouls. You get fouled. And that's what he start that. This is one thing I don't understand about players in this game. So I'm like, dude, I already know what you're gonna do. You're gonna jazz step back. You know what I mean? Like, you know what these players gonna do, and that's why, like, do these players really pay attention to the scouting report? You know what these players gonna do. I understand if a person is great and he is an NBA player, you can't stop it. But you dude, you already know what this dude gonna do. So what are you doing? Shout out to everybody that's in the chat, man. Hey, this gonna be a long one today, man. I got my boy Vaughn with me. Anybody want to come back, man? We can come back, man. Shout out to everybody that's in the chat. Shout out to my Kid Trunk. He was in here earlier. GG, my boy Tink Tank, Divine Unity, GG, my boy Sterling, Coley Fagans, and you, salute to you, brother. I rinsed you up. And who else I got? And Herm, he was in here. Trap was good. Trap, Peachy Brown, rinsed you up, Queen. My one boy Matt Moses, Cooking Sports. Hey Matt, man, hey man, I wish you, I know he probably blowing the head gasket right now about the Lakers, bro. You know, cause I always like the people that I talk to, they let the Lakers for the same reason that I said it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not and like I tell people, this got nothing to do with LeBron James. But I predicted everything that was going to happen to the Lakers. And from his forth on, it happens. Exactly happened. I wish Chicken could find that footage when I actually said it every single year how the Lakers was going to be. But when Kobe was doing this shit, he wasn't being glorified. The Lakers was just trash. But it's LeBron James. Just like I tell people, they pick and choose who they want to put as the greatest of all time. That's why I'm getting this GOAT talk. Because to me, I don't think there is a GOAT. I think everybody adds something to what the product was. I don't disrespect history. I just can't.
I feel that.
You know, that's why I like the new generation. Y'all like to discredit players that don't have any rings and shit like that. But did you know how the market was back then? But y'all always want to factor in today's basketball and try to equate these players from the past then. If you actually really do that, dude, it'll be unfair, bro. I could take any score from the 80s or 90s. I don't do this hypothetical shit. That's one thing. I don't do these hypotheticals. But one thing I do know, y'all always want to talk about disrespect the old school players and shit like that. But guess what them old school players did every single fucking day? They came to practice. They took preseason seriously. And then when they got off the regular season, what happens? They got out to a great start.
They played.
They play all. Some of them played all 82 games, even if they were sorry or not. They still did that shit at a high level.
Yep.
It's levels to this shit, man. Like this is the make or break a year for this team. I don't think Phoenix is going. Phoenix Sidland to me is done for, because me and you always said something about Ayton. And I've been watching Ayton ever since he was in high school. And I watched him, he was at Arizona. He's from Arizona. Even though he do look like he's, God rest the dead, Bill Russell's long lost grandson. But they did him dirty, bro. This is an era, they did him dirty. Look, every big man get the ball in the league except this dude. How's that? Why? We have a point guard that dominates the ball all the time. Yes, Chris Paul is a great leader. I've been watching Chris Paul ever since in high school. I watched that dude. Go ahead, bro.
Chris Paul and Devin Booker do that same shit that they did to him down the stretch of last season. I expect him to demand a trade, because his game has improved a lot. I don't know if you watched Phoenix games this preseason.
Mm-hmm.
My only issue with DeAndre Ayton coming into the league was he used to drop the ball too much. I feel like if he improved his handle of the ball when they pass the ball, he would become a monster. And he's becoming that.
I agree with that.
He can jump out the gym, so when you throw the ball,
yes, he can.
He's gonna dump on your head. You know what I'm saying? And he got a post game. So if they just give him the ball to where he becomes a threat, that opens the court up for your guard. That's what's wrong with this era of play. That's what is wrong about this era of play. It's becoming doom guard oriented, because they don't know how to truly play the game of basketball. Because basketball is really supposed to be played from the inside out.
Facts.
It's supposed to be played from the inside out, especially when you have a talented big man. Because a talented big man is going to open up them threes. When you give him the ball, and that defense knows they have nothing, no answer for him, they're going to have to double shift. And that way he can kick it out to the open shooter. When that happens, this is what made Hakeem Olajuwon so great. This man won championships with the least amount of talent of any championship team in the history of basketball. You got Clyde Drexler. Clyde Drexler was not the Clyde Drexler. Was not the Clyde Drexler. And did not have an all-star with him for his first championship. But that nigga running through you. Why? Because his guards understood we got the best big man in the game. Give him the ball, and we're going to shoot because he's going to share.
This is how niggas. This is how niggas felt this morning when they team lost and shit. Like, damn, there ain't no more milk in this carton. I just don't understand it because I've been watching basketball. Cause my dad introduced me to basketball. I just ain't never seen a superstar don't get no slender anything like to me. And y'all can say it's hate or whatever the fuck y'all want to say, but this is my motherfucking head. This is my motherfucking mind. And y'all can't sit there and tell me nothing. And this is why I don't like debate with no motherfucking body. Nigga, you ain't watched these players play or you watch they downside of their career. I don't want to talk to you.
Right. And that's exactly what.
Period.
That's
y'all want to disrespect. Y'all want to disrespect. Hold on. Yeah, we on the same page right now. Y'all want to y'all want to disrespect these old school players. Oh man, Draymond, he made more than LeBron James made more than Michael Jordan. Dude, NBA revenue wasn't nowhere near where it is now. It ain't nowhere near it. Just by Michael Jordan selling his fucking shoes, nigga. I don't give a fuck what. This is what thing y'all want to do. Y'all fall into the trap of the enemy, which is the media. Y'all fall for all these okados. Y'all run with all these stories. Oh yes, he's just this and he's just that. They don't never ridicule him. But know one thing I know about the media that I seen when they talked about Kobe, they dogged him. They never dogged Duncan because Duncan was so quiet.
Yeah, Duncan was quiet. Plus he's in San Antonio. The media don't care about
and the media don't care about people in San Antonio. So that's another reason why. That's another reason why. To my subscriber who asked me that question, and I'm glad Von's on here because they didn't touch TD because the media didn't care about San Antonio.
Hey, let's keep it a buck. They dogged my MJ too.
Man, they dogged MJ, dude.
These young dudes out there,
right.
The media did not love Michael Jordan.
They didn't like Michael Jordan.
They did not love Michael Jordan.
And they definitely didn't like Kobe Bryant because he was too much like Jordan.
Because he was like Mike. It was what he was. You can't beat the Jordan.
Right.
Michael Jordan, once he got to the mountaintop, nobody could knock him out.
And y'all can sit there and say, oh, he took off 2 years and everything like that. Y'all going by stories. But let you lost somebody. Let you lost your father. Let you lost a family member. Let me see how you take it. Yeah, exactly. Now raise your hand when y'all fucking talk to me from this point on. I'm just tired of this disrespect. There's a lot of shit I've been holding in all summer. I'm just glad this NBA season is going on. I'm glad it's back. But I'm serious, bro. I'm going to do more college basketball games than NBA games this year. I'm just going to keep it real, bro.
Let me circle back to what you were discussing earlier when you were talking about, like,
go ahead.
The players, when they get, like, this is what I was, I'm glad you had brought it up. I didn't want to interrupt you, but I wanted to make this point. Every all-time great, or I wouldn't say every, the majority of the all-time greats retired still being able to play the game. It wasn't that they couldn't play the game anymore, that they retired. Most of the time, the reasons they retired is because what they did on the court didn't affect winning.
Facts.
It didn't. The outcomes didn't result to winning. They still had their stats. They were still getting their numbers, but their teams were losing. It's time for LeBron James to retire.
He ain't gonna do that.
But he's not gonna do it because he's chasing stats. He's chasing glory. That's exactly what it is. He's chasing glory because he wants this so-called fake crown that really no player in the history of the game has ever fought to.
And I'm just gonna say this right quick too, while we talking about this.
No
Go ahead.
all-time great has fought for this fake GOAT narrative more than LeBron James has.
You just hit it. I was just about to say that.
You can say bring up Michael Jordan all you want, but every time the media try to throw that GOAT shit in Michael Jordan's face, he said, "Don't bring that. I don't want that shit." So that disrespects everybody. Every time they did that shit, Michael Jordan told them that disrespects everybody that came before me. Everybody who I didn't play against that was great in their era.
That's facts. I was just about to say that. See, I was just thinking about that's why I let you go ahead and finish. Because Mike said that, man. That's how it was back then. See, this is another thing I noticed too. And y'all can't say that I'm hating and everything like that, because I'm not bashing LeBron. Well, I think what he done is remarkable. But I'm just not with that glitz and glamour with the media and shit, hyping him up and like this nigga's the best thing since sliced bread. Oh, I don't care about the stats and everything like that or whatever like that, because this is one thing I notice about people. When it comes to certain players, y'all want to rip into their player. Y'all always said this, Kobe wanted to be traded, but did he get traded? No, he didn't. So quit fucking saying that dumbass shit then. I don't understand y'all dumbass motherfuckers that say stupid ass shit like that. You know how fucking dumb you sound? Like, really?
Yep. Kobe didn't do nothing different than any other NBA.
Than any other superstar done. Thank you. Y'all want to dog. I just want to say this too. Y'all want to dog Kobe Bryant for the most misses in the NBA history. But guess who's right there closing in on that nigga, though? Y'all favorite Kane. LeBron James. So shut the fuck up talking to me, dumbass nigga. But I forgot. Y'all dumbass motherfuckers say this motherfucker like to pass before he score. Get the fuck out of here. LeBron was built like that, man. I like LeBron. But he got passes that no other superstar that I seen that no other. Look, I'm 44 years old, and my big bro here, he's just a little bit older than me. We both telling you this. This ain't no fucking hate to y'all niggas, but no matter what y'all say, wisdom and understanding. Man.
You know what I'm saying? This is not hate. This is history from what we witnessed. And the thing
right.
About LeBron, the reason why he doesn't get them, this is the truth. I'm telling you right now. The reason why he doesn't get the criticism is because he was the media's golden child.
He always been since the beginning of the thing. This is one thing. Ever since I seen him.
Since high school, I say since middle school. Since he was in middle school, I remember.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes. They put him on Sports Illustrated then.
Like it didn't start in high school. It started when he was in.
It was in middle school. Thank you. I was gonna say the same thing. I knew that thing, bro. Me and you around the same age, so. I've been knowing about LeBron James since he was in the 7th grade, and I was in Kansas at the time. I went to the nigga game myself just to see how good this nigga was. I'm like, what? They talking about this nigga right here? I'm like, where? And at the time, the dude that was his basically the dude that, you know what? That dude that got fucked over by, that's why.
What's his name? He was in that documentary.
Yeah, he was in that documentary. Y'all niggas want to clown that nigga? I can't remember the man's name, but for y'all young people that y'all want to.
But hey, he did give LeBron James props.
He did, but he knew what? He knew what he was could bring to the table too.
At that time, he was the man in high school.
Right. He was. And that game, I never forget it. It was Summer League. They played each other in Summer League. They did not put the nigga in the game. He didn't play that 1 minute in that game.
Right.
Because he wanted to show the world then. I remember the documentary. I got the documentary right here, just looking at it. And that dude was nice though too. That's why what I'm saying to y'all is this. Just because these people can help you get into the league and all that, you got some dirty people that will tell you something and fucking derail your fucking whole life plans up. That's why it's good to have a plan B and C and D. That's what them old folks used to tell me back in the day.
Right.
Yeah, man. Hey, man, we got you, man. We got to keep on doing what we got to do, man, because I'm not hating the guy, man. I think he had an outstanding career, but I just think his shit just gets so pulverized. I never forget, out of all the superstars that won the title, even when Kobe won the title, they didn't sit there and hold 3 or 4 months of talking about Kobe Bryant that whole fucking summer. You know who they was talking about? LeBron James.
Mm-hmm.
I knew it back then. And that's one thing I get mad at LeBron, but I already know one thing, and you know this one too. Y'all always want to say this dumbass shit. Oh, LeBron always killed Kobe. And this one thing I can't stand, y'all niggas, that y'all do this dumbass shit. Hold on. I'm gonna get to what I'm saying. I can't stand when y'all motherfuckers say this dumb. Oh, LeBron kills Kobe. Okay, if you take back Cleveland and he was against the Lakers, they was bet what 1 game over. Cause me and you explained this before. He got majority of them wins when he went to Miami.
Right.
That's when he started beating Kobe Bryant convincingly. Yeah, when you got Chris Bosh in his prime. Y'all always want to talk about Curry playing with niggas in his prime. How many niggas LeBron played with in his prime?
Yes, LeBron James was not killing Kobe between the
Never.
2008 and 2011 season.
No. They was not killing that nigga, man. I don't know what the fuck y'all niggas say.
LeBron James was getting the majority wins against the Lakers was 05 to 08, 05 to 07.
Right.
And 2012 up until Kobe retired.
Mm-hmm. That's facts.
Years, no, he wasn't. And I always like to bring this up. Because if you remember the All-Star game, when everybody wanted to see Kobe and LeBron go one-on-one, and LeBron kept passing the ball. Those people tell me LeBron is better than Kobe. He was scared.
Thank you. That nigga was straight scared, nigga. And this is another thing that's hey, let's get on the media, cause me and you, we truth seekers here. Y'all media people, ESPN and all that shit. Why y'all ain't talking about the Redeem Team? Oh, I forgot. It ain't talking about y'all poster child. This is why a lot of niggas. This is one thing I keep telling y'all dumbass motherfuckers. If it don't fit their narrative, they're not gonna talk about it. Cause everybody in that shit was talking about the mentality that Kobe brought to that team. And no, it wasn't when Kobe. And no, it was not when LeBron went to Coach K. It was like, man, you gotta change this motherfucker or whatever. Woo, as my boy Trayvon was saying. No, man. Y'all gotta stop. This is one thing I don't understand. I don't compare LeBron to Kobe. You know why? Kobe plays shooting guard.
Right.
LeBron plays small forward. That's 2 different positions. And LeBron has something that Kobe Bryant didn't have. But that's why I respect Kobe Bryant, his career, because he had niggas that he had to earn that shit. And he had a coach like Coach Thibodeau that didn't like to play young rookies. But when Kobe got that opportunity, he never backed off of it till he couldn't do it no more.
Yeah, and Kobe had general manager behind it too.
Yes, bitch, Kupchak.
General manager believing in
Yep,
it. No,
and Jared West. Jared West loved that nigga. Hey, I know some people want to say that some shit are staged and everything like that, but when I seen Jared West cry when they was talking about Kobe Bryant, that man was crying through the whole. It wasn't no faking it in that.
Right.
That man was crying.
Same with Mike.
Same thing was Mike. That was man. And this is what I don't understand. How can a man be so close to Jordan, but a kid from Akron did the same thing like Kobe Bryant did? Came straight out of high school. He's greater because his story is better. Man, cut this shit out, bro. I don't get into that storyline shit.
Kobe came out of nowhere. They wasn't expecting Kobe to be as good as he was.
Cause you remember at that time who they was promoting? They was promoting everybody. Remember, bro? They was promoting Vince Carter, Tracy McGrady. And if you was a superstar back then, David Stern was putting you out there. Steve Francis, all them niggas, man. They big man's guard. And this is the thing too. If y'all didn't live this, then you don't understand what the fuck I'm talking about. That's what they did back then. When Michael Jordan retired, right before he retired, like the year of his retirement, they start hyping up other players. Duncan. All these great players that was young. AI, Ray, KG, Paul Pierce.
Hey,
all them
niggas.
niggas.
Paul Pierce too.
Paul Pierce was the truth though.
I saw Kevin Garnett.
Oh, KG was nice, nigga.
Kevin Garnett was an NBA player in high school.
Yeah, he was.
And I thought I was a senior his junior year. He looked like an NBA player as a senior in high school.
Hey,
Yeah, I heard that too.
Hey, but can I say something real quick, too, Frank?
Go ahead, man. Go ahead. You got it.
Yeah. I just want to say once LB James came into the picture, though, a lot of those players stopped getting some praises, and they all went to LB James. And we didn't even win nothing yet when we first started out with Cleveland.
But it's just like me. But you missed what my boy Vaughn was saying. Go ahead and say what you said earlier. He was getting all this shit way back.
LeBron
It wasn't
James
high school.
Was the media darling. Nobody. I think the only other player who was a media darling, bigger than on LeBron James level, coming up at like from high school on, was Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Facts.
The media started hating him when he became an activist. The media turned on him when he became an activist. LeBron James has been the media's chosen one since he was in 7th grade. I'm telling you.
Talk about it.
I just that shit, and I was getting the Sports Illustrated magazines, the Slam magazines. He's been getting talked about since he was in 7th grade.
I got one real question, though. Like, how come Kobe never fit the media's narrative? You know what I mean? Like,
I can barely hear you say it one more time.
To this day, they don't give him that credit. To this day, man.
What did you say? I couldn't hear. I could barely hear a few parts.
But I said, how come they never gave Kobe? How come they never fit? Kobe never fit the media's narrative to where they put him up there like that. No matter what he did, they never gave him that much credit to where they put him as the front, as the face of the NBA. He never got that credit.
Two things. One, it was, him coming up. Nobody seen Kobe being that. What Kobe became in the NBA, nobody saw it. You know what I'm saying? So one, they didn't give him the push coming out of high school. The only reason he was getting that push was all the other high schools coming out. But the other thing, the second part, hold on, let me finish. The second is the rape accusation. He was on his way. He was on his way. And then that rape accusation happened. So they can't give him the face of the league with that hanging over his head. You know what I'm saying? So they can't give him that.
But it's so many shit that some of these athletes be going through or getting into, man, that never gets brought up. You feel me?
Right.
That's one of the things that I don't know. I mean, as far like, cause that's off the court, but on the court, if you watch Kobe, even if you didn't like him, cause that's where I was. I never liked Kobe, but until when I really looked back and fucking studied his game, did my research, man, you got to give it up to him, man, cause he's the closest thing that I could say to MJ.
And I
Not
can tell
no
you
damn LB James.
basketball. I can kind of tell you from what you just said tells me you're a true basketball aficionado because I felt the same way about Larry Bird growing up. I hated Larry Bird, but until I actually once I started learning how to play the game, when I got into middle school, high school, I started going back and just watching all the greats and studying. And I paid attention to what Larry Bird was doing. I was like, God damn, this motherfucker's not fast. He can't jump high. But he's fundamentally sound, which is the first thing you are taught. His fundamentals are flawless. And damn it, he's the scariest basketball player at that time on the court. Because if he caught the ball with an open look, you piss.
Man, it's over, man. It's the mentality. It's the mentality too. I'm gonna tell you one thing, man. I'll tell you one thing. If he was out there last night, the Lakers would have won against the Warriors. No doubt about it. If just him. And I'm not even saying, if AD was playing, if he wasn't playing, if Russ was there, if he wasn't there, just Kobe himself. Right. If he was there on that team, on that Lakers roster, replacing LeBron, he would have willed them towards victory last night, man. Because it's one thing that you can be a great player, you can do other different type of things, or you have longevity, as they say it. But do you have that impact to where you can motivate your teammates to play better, to be better, to actually become better and be a threat to all the other teams?
100%. Because I don't know if you heard what I just said earlier.
The
majority of the all-time greats retired still being able to play the game. It's not that they retired because they couldn't play no more. It's they retired because what they were good at did not affect wins, did not result in the outcome of winning games. Once you see that you're not winning games, what's wrong with hanging it up? Okay, you didn't get the all-time scoring record. What does that matter? You're still one of the best players to ever play the game of basketball. It's to me that like dude just wants to be considered the GOAT so bad that he admitted it. He's chasing GOATs. He admitted that shit. He's chasing GOATs. That's the only thing. That's the only thing he got left is to chase the GOATs.
And one thing for sure, man. You know what I'm saying? You don't put a label on. If you gotta go as far as calling yourself something, whereas you know what I'm saying, you it's like it seems like you're begging for that at that point, man. But the great like for example, like I hoop with my homeboys sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I'm humbled. I don't go out and be like, oh yeah, I'm the best shooter, I'm the best ball handler. I let my game do the talking for it, man. Exactly. Whereas every time we hoop, every time we schedule, we text, we hoop, we go up to hoop. Man, everybody want me on their team, and I know why. I know why inside, because they know if I can't shoot and make my shots when I need to, guess what? I'm gonna be a better defender. I'm gonna be, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do something else besides just trying to have the ball in my hand and win my way. And that's what's wrong with old boy nowadays, man. Where it's like he wants to win, but he wants to win it his way, and if you don't win, it's not his fault. You can't have it both ways like that. That's not fair to your other teammates if they out there busting their ass trying to win, and you just over here. If you ain't getting the shine, then it ain't gravy. Like, come on, man, it can't be like that. I don't like playing with players like that, man. Whereas if it's not through them, we're not in a position to win, or he's not happy. Like, come on, man, you can't celebrate that shit, man. Because I'll tell you one thing: if Kobe went to the finals 10 times, I guarantee you would have had 8 of them bitches, not no damn 4. He would have had at least 8 of them bitches, and I don't give him the whole 10, Because you know why? Longevity is a motherfucker too. You gotta have longevity and be able to stay healthy and all that. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. Yeah, I'll give you that. But hey, shit, you was in a position to win 10 times, and you could have had that title 10 times, champion, but you failed. You failed 6 times. Ain't no excuses for that.
Right. And you're exactly right. I mean, even when I was in high school, and I was trying to get my own war, everybody in my high school knew I was the best player on the team, but that's not how I wanted to play. Maybe I did my freshman year. You know what I'm saying? Because I was just coming into high school. I played that mentality. But once I think my other teammates were good, that they could affect the game in their own way, I wanted them to shine more than me.
Yeah,
and that started happening. We won more. We won district championships. We made runs in regional tournaments. Matter of fact, I want to say my team at my high school, my class was the last class to win the district championship in our district.
Niggas gonna be crying like this when LeBron finally breaks the scoring record.
Say what, Deep Right?
Niggas gonna be crying like this. They're gonna be crying like this when they find.
Why you gotta be funny, nigga, bro?
Man, that's my nigga, man. I watch that shit every other day, bro. That shit's so funny to me, bro. That movie is so funny, man. This is how niggas feel when you don't have LeBron in their top 5. Not top 3? You fucking dead. Man, you just a hater. You just an old head. You a hater. Nigga, you better hope you get old one day too. And you gonna see what the motherfuckers gonna say to your ass.
Yeah, I can't, man. I hope I'm alive to see that.
I hope I'm be alive to see that too. They're gonna be sitting laughing my ass off.
I'm gonna laugh at all of the LeBron James fans.
You know what's
Next
going to be
nigga
crazy,
that comes up
right?
is telling them to their face that this nigga is better than LeBron James.
They're going to be old, right?
Closing their eyeballs down, arguing with them.
Hey, they're going to get old, and they're going to be like, LeBron James is the GOAT, and then the younger cats going to be like, nah, what you talking about? LaMelo's the GOAT, and he ain't even win no shit yet.
Hey, this how they're gonna be crying too. They don't love LeBron no more. This is how niggas be feeling. This is how niggas be feeling when they team lose in the playoffs. I hope I do shoot. I want to see it too, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I want to see that shit too, bro. I ain't gonna lie. The Lord Jesus Most High. I want to see that. I'm gonna be sitting there laughing so hard. Nigga, what you think? I like, what you mean? Because you call me an old head. See, back then, you gonna see how terminology changed. See, when my dad was growing up, when my dad and my mom was growing up, guess what's they didn't call you an old head. They called you an old fogey.
Right. Yep. That was the word, old fogey.
Now, old fogey was the word back then. To the older generation was called old fogies. I'd rather be an old head with all this knowledge and understanding and don't believe all the tricks of the enemy. That these people, I'm telling y'all, this media stuff, man, this stuff is just like lights, camera, action, now act, not go. Now convince more people to come to agree with what we saying. That's how I see it.
And you know what's crazy too, man? I'm gonna just say this real quick. I don't want to hold it too much. Because one thing for sure, man, you going in a store like Family Dollar, you see shit up for sale that's got something to do with being an influencer. So you mean to tell me anybody can be an influencer? So it's like, if you get online and your kid watching somebody and they an influencer, so called, or you got a young kid, a teenager, or young adult kid, and they watching an influencer, that motherfucker could be influencing to be a serial killer, and you don't even know it. They could be influencing them to be a thief. So you mean to tell me, and that shit's a lot. But when real brothers get online and speak that real shit, we get blackballed. We get shunned out. You feel me? We get fact checked. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man, we get flagged. But somebody else online could be an influencer and influence thousands of people to go out there and do negative shit, man. That's the kind of life we live in, man.
That's how they be looking at me on my channel. I know T Price got some sugar in his house. That's it.
No more locked doors.
Lord, man, that shit was funny too. I gotta watch that movie again too, man. That movie was fun. Hey, I'm serious, bro. Cause everybody, hey man, these niggas be man, these niggas. That's how these niggas be coming at you, bro. They be coming at you with that dumbass shit, man. Like, nigga, get the fuck out of here.
Hey, T Price, them LeBron James fans they be
Hey, and to that one dude that sat there, I forgot who this Galaxy dude is, talking about Michael Jordan fans are the worst ones ever. Dude, who are you lying to? I know you tried to come on here one day, and we blocked your ass from here to the sky.
Jordan fans are the worst ones ever.
Yeah, that's literally his name. That Jordan fans are. I'm like, how? Like, I knew when I was growing up, dudes didn't like Mike. I had friends who couldn't stand Michael Jordan.
Right.
But they respected his game.
Exactly.
I hated Kobe, but I gotta respect his game, man.
And this is my fucking nigga right here to the fucking day I die. One of the best Kansas Jayhawks niggas ever. He's the only nigga that I know that fucking challenged that nigga LeBron, saying, what the fuck you talking about, nigga? Your ass ain't playing fucking defense. You think I was... Shout out to Mario Chalmers. See, y'all think... This is another thing, too. That nigga's from Alaska. I think the best two basketball players ever came from Alaska. I'm talking about, this is me. I can see what Big Bro got to say about this. I think out of that neck of the woods right there, him and Trajan Langdon are the best ones that came out of Alaska. That's just my opinion. Name somebody else. Go ahead.
I was going to say, let me add on top of that. You know how most people think about Will Chamberlain when you think of Kansas. Nigga, I don't. I think of him. I think of Mario Chalmers.
Yep.
He won a championship at Kansas.
Yeah, Wilt didn't. Yep, man, Wilt didn't, man. That, hey, but it was just like what this old school lady told me this when I was living in there. She was like, Terrence, she was just like, Wilt had God-given ability, athleticism, everything, ladies man, everything, but he didn't profit. Put Wilt on a super team with Bill Russell, like Bill. We have a different argument here, but I don't do all that.
Totally different argument.
It'd be a totally different argument. Man, Will ain't losing. Will ain't losing. I can tell you that. Will ain't losing. But that's why they want to knock Jerry West. But look, how you gonna expect to beat the Boston Celtics back then, even though it was the beginning? But I even understood that when I was young. The Boston Celtics could start at their bench and still could beat Wilt.
And still win the championship. Yep.
And still could win the championship. Like, what are we talking? Y'all want to disrespect Wilt Chamberlain so fucking bad, but damn, him and Jerry West, them niggas, they have a chance.
Yeah, that's what kills me when people try to bring up Bill Russell. I ain't saying Bill Russell wasn't an all-time great. The man exploits for themselves. You know,
hey, I always want to know a question. I got a question, bro.
You played when the majority. Hold on, let's finish.
Go ahead.
The first 12 players on that Boston team are all in the Hall of Fame. Come on, man.
I just got a question, man. Everybody on the panel seen this movie?
Oh no.
What movie? What movie?
That's Boomerang.
Oh yeah. Oh okay.
Okay, you remember she sat there and said that when she opened her legs? I wanted, an old school lady told me this a long time ago. She said, you saw how his eyes were so big like that? Yeah, he knew what the fuck he saw. He didn't saw a vagina, he saw a dick. I was like, oh, man. She said, look at that motherfucker. Man, shout out to my boy Mama. See, that's one thing I miss about growing up, man. Because I have friends, Mama used to cuss like a sailor, boy. But it was a lot of, but they gave you a lot of truth. I know the cussing, you had to get over the cussing, but it was the message behind it. It was like Bernie Mac. I have friends. The cousin get your attention
Hey.
for you to pay attention what the fuck you talking about.
Hey, T. Price, not to cut you off, man. That's so true, bro. My grandma, R.I.P. to her, man. She used to go off on a nigga, what? For real.
Mm-hmm.
It gets
She
your
used to
attention.
go off on
It get your attention quick.
Yeah. And it would because it was unexpected. It would be like, oh shit, that's grandma.
Yeah. My grandmother, my father's mom, my grandmother, she's the same way. My mother's mother, she didn't really cuss like that. But my father's mother,
I ain't never heard my mom and dad cuss at all. They did all that for me and my brother was born.
and she had us in church every Sunday.
Man, I remember going to church, man. I used to duck
Out in our heart.
because where our church, where the church at the time was at, it was on 12th Street, 12th and Clay, and I used to duck my head because all the homies used to be at the basketball court and shit. And one day my dad, and then one day my boy was like, "We saw your brother, but where Terrence was at?" Because my ass was so short back then. I was like, "Nigga, I was in the car, nigga. I was just too short to see. You just couldn't see me, bro. You just couldn't see me, bro. I was in the car, bro." And my dad used to look at me like I double dog day to go, because literally 12th Street Park, it was literally right across the street. Like, I don't say across the street, like, you know, like a half a step across the street like that. What I'm saying? That's literally where it was right there, man. So I couldn't go out there and ball out there and all that stuff, man. I had to be in there in church. I'm glad I was in there than being outside, though. I ain't gonna lie. Cause them niggas when I was growing up, them niggas, man, they used to tell you, man, you ain't built for this. Take your black ass home, nigga. I'm gonna take you home myself. I'll holler at you tomorrow, bro. You ain't built for this, bro. I have friends that really do. I have people that used to tell people all the time, dude, you ain't built for this. Take your ass home, bro. Like, for real, bro. Like, no, man. Take your ass home, man. That's why I miss some old school people like that, bro.
Hey, you know how sometimes when you know you ain't built for certain shit, when your heart starts to beat so fast, that shit starts to get hot. You feel like it's about to rip out your chest, man.
Palms of sweat. You sitting there like Genuine trying to get that song out.
Hey, man, that shit was crazy, man. I remember too.
I remember when Genuine used to dominate the charts. It was him and Soleil. I remember Genuine was doing this thing. All them dudes had their time in the limelight. That's one thing about the 80s and 90s and too. You had more group bands and all this other stuff. You had to have more bands. Now it's just you don't see groups no more. Hip hop, R&B groups and all that. Everybody now is just solo tip. That's what they just trend that. They just didn't. I don't know what the industry trained it. They didn't want that group shit. Cause once the 90s. A lot of people don't remember this song back then. If you wasn't born, then you need to raise your hand. Self-destruction. You headed for self-destruction. When they start figuring out, when the 90s and start figuring out what they was trying to do in the game.
Hey, T-Price, I'm gonna step away for a minute. I gotta do something to eat, bro.
Yeah, man, I'm about to step. Hey, AJ Unity. Hey, hold it down for a minute, man. This is your flow, man. I'm about to get me something to eat too, man. I'll be back. You got the flow. Hey, Jay, you got the floor, homie. Hold it down. I'm still here.
Hey, my bad.
Hey, hold it down. Yeah, hold it down for me, man. I got to call this order in, man. Hold it down. I'll be back.
I got you. All right. Peace to everybody. Thank y'all for being here, and y'all hit the like for my boy T Price. Y'all hit the like, and can we move away from the fact that it's gonna be a great season this year in the NBA, and we are going to see what the greats of the greats are capable of. Everybody like to put certain players over each other. when they ain't been through what a lot of other players ain't been through that played the game before them. And I watched Kobe Bean tear down a whole team that I was cheering for in a city I wasn't even living in. When Kobe Bean took down the Celtics back in 2010, I was like, man, you know what? I don't like this bullet head motherfucker, man. I don't like him. It's good, man. And what's crazy was my little cousin used to always pick this cat on 2K. And every time he picked the Lakers, this nigga will shoot with one person only. Kobe Bryant. If you want to come down in the game when it's the first game of the season and you move away from the game plan, and that does have an effect with every transition in the game, you are a reason why, if not the biggest reason why, you lost the game. And I'm talking about the Lakers last night. Because if you are in control of the game, you got the ball in your hand, you're making the plays, majority of possession in the game, and then if you start to go away from that and play outside of your game, you are the reason why, you are part of the reason why you lost that game. And if you don't get blamed for it, there's hypocrisy.
Yeah, I agree with you on that, bro. This is the thing about that's why I don't understand. I ain't never seen a superstar that he's so protected, but I know why he's so protected like that. But even if we tell people about it, they say how. Because if it's anybody else, if it was Kobe, they dogged him out. If he was a basic alpha in the league, they dog Kawhi Leonard. When Kawhi's out there, he don't do. If he do, everybody gets smoked. I had to say, But who's your rookies that you paying attention to this year?
And it's a good amount of them too. It's a good amount of them too that hasn't been getting that. They haven't been really getting that spotlight that some of the rookies had before in the league, like you would say past 10, 15 years. Because happening like that. The spotlight is not on them like that. And them cats is out there balling, putting up good numbers. Especially if they're on the team with a superstar that can't get no blame. It's going to be hard for them to get any spotlight or any confidence. Because like certain teams nowadays, they don't believe in certain players to where they'll develop them in their game. Only a couple of them are still doing that. Like you see the Celtics, they held on to their piece. Like the Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, they held on to them. Only a few certain teams are willing to hold on to a player they drafted, whether if it's a first round pick or second round pick or even a third round pick sometimes. And they'll hold on to that player and they'll develop that player, and that player will end up becoming a franchise. Look at Giannis. Look at Giannis when he first started with the Bucks.
Man, AD should be like he not better than Giannis to me, bro. I'm sorry, bro. That's just my opinion, bro. I said Anthony Davis. To me, he's not better than Giannis. To me, he's not.
No, I don't think he's better than Giannis.
That's just my opinion. I know some people still rock with AD and everything like that, but AD, man, it's just something that me and my boy was talking about earlier. Anthony Davis ain't been. Yeah, a lot of people forget Anthony Davis was a point guard.
Yeah, he was. Wasn't
He was. Cause I remember he was on ESPN, and I remember him seeing him when he was. I remember seeing him ever since he was a guard, and then he hit that huge ass growth spurt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's why to me, and he ain't been in that body tall like that. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's, to me, I think that's why, like, I can't wait to Vaughn get back on here though. But we was just talking about that behind the scenes, man. That's why his body is he's not used to being in. He ain't been in that body, not even. You know what I'm saying? Not long at all. Not even half of his life he been in that body. He mostly been a guard. That's why he has guard-like skills. That's why he plays like a guard. Why? Because he used to be a point guard. Then you get all that height and shit. You like, whoa. I don't know.
That's why he don't want to play center too, because I don't think it's not. He, like you said, he's not really comfortable in his. It's like he's not really comfortable in his body, man. Because I can't remember who it was. I don't know if it was Herm who mentioned that, but every time you see AD, oh no, I think it was you. If I'm not mistaken, every time you see AD or Joel Embiid, these big dudes, man, you see them on the floor all the time, man. Like,
yeah, man. We was talking about, me and Vaughn was talking about that earlier behind the scenes, man. And he took the words out of my mouth. Was like, dude, I ain't never seen two big men.
Yeah.
How you always on the floor? And I can't. And you know what, Marcus Smart? I understand why Marcus Smart is starting, but at the end of the day, I think it comes down to Brogdon got to be the closer for that team.
Yeah, I still don't. Yeah, I don't know what the Celtics are doing, man. But
hey, but I understand why they doing that though, because Marcus Smart knows the offense. He's been there. I call him Muffin Baby, because he look like Muffin Babies make all your dreams come true. Muffin Babies make all your dreams come true. That's what he look like.
The Marcus Smart, man, you look like the Muffin Man for real though.
Man, them niggas. Hey, this is how niggas be feeling, man, when they lose their game tonight, man. Don't have that money, man.
Hey, the Clippers are playing tonight, right? With the Lakers.
Hold on, let me look at the schedule.
Cause that's gonna be a great. That's gonna be a fire one tonight. That's gonna be
yeah, they play at they play on TNT tonight. I didn't know that.
Oh shit!
You know what? Yeah. I might just do that game tonight, just for the kicks of the shit.
Hey, man,
and I'm just gonna say I'm just gonna tell y'all, to my to the people that have been having these problems with 2K. I'm not doing that shit no more, 2K. How you gonna tell me to buy a fucking game that I bought 2 months? I bought it way before the fucking game come out, and y'all still ain't gonna grant me access to NBA League Pass after I paid for the shit? Y'all niggas is full of shit. Cause it should be that fucking hard to get the NBA League Pass on your fucking shit. And no, I don't want to give you my credit card information. Fuck out of here. So you could try to get me to do it next year. I was supposed to get it for free.
Man.
Now, y'all niggas full of shit, bro. I'm just gonna say that.
I've been fucking with 2K for a minute, man.
I fucks with it, man. I'm doing all the Jordan challenges right now. I create my homies on here. You know what I mean? Doing they little and hey man.
No, I'm not saying I don't fuck with it per se.
It's hard. I don't like the storyline. The storyline, like, dude, you beefing with a nigga that's 17 and you 18? Who the fuck are you? I can see these niggas as top 2 picks or something.
Yo, man.
Man, what the fuck is going on, man?
Hey, don't they got like a battle? Not a battle, but don't they like they make you they put you in the studio or some shit? They make you rap your own track. I
don't know what the fuck they doing, man. Cause I ain't got to that level yet. I want to be like my boy right here, man. Kick these niggas in the nuts, man, and eat the gum and shit. Fuck out of here. Be like Bruce Lee. This is how I feel the 2K.
Smooth like water on the nigga.
That nigga Riley had me dead ass in this episode, boy. That nigga was so gangster, boy. That's the toughest, hardest nigga that I ever know, boy. This is still that nigga got gangster. If he had that white girl, man, he wouldn't be shit. I'm telling you. That white girl was Beans Jr. That's like Beans' white daughter and shit. That girl had some heart, boy. What's in your bag? Open your bag, bitch. This is how I feel when them niggas be shooting too many threes. Like, nigga, yeah, I don't understand teams nowadays. Just because it's a 3-point oriented game now, play according to your strengths. These like Lakers, who they shooters are.
But here's the thing though too, T-Flex. You gotta see this when you break it down, right? Who let me ask you this real serious question. Who can you say is the best shooter in the last 10 years and now counting?
That's hard. I don't get it.
Matter of fact, I won't go back that far. In the last, I'd say
you could go back far. You could go back that far. I know, but it's kind of hard though too, because to put in there, like when you say shooters like what?
Shooters from beyond the line, because now you see everybody want to pull up from beyond.
Oh, like basically 3-point specialists. What NBA is trying to do is just like me and Vaughn was saying. This is why basketball is so fucked up. Basketball is supposed to be an inside and out game. That's one thing I like about college basketball. Go ahead, Rosie, do your thing. But anyway, yeah, the last time I did this, I had a dude want to come on here and want to fly his Johnson around my channel and shit. Yeah, showing his little fruity. He had his little bowl of Fruity Pebbles that morning.
Yeah.
Man, these dudes is crazy, man. This world is so sick, man. Social media, man, makes everybody has an opinion about everything. But I just grew up from it. I just think differently, and I grew up differently. You know what I mean? I just ain't never seen so many people believe everything what society tells them. They want to judge you how society tells you how relationships should be shot. I'll never forget this one day, bro. When I first moved out here, this woman tried to talk to me one day. This was before I got with my girl. She was like, "You want to with friends with benefits?" I said, "What you mean?" I was like, "You gotta classify what friends with benefits are, because I know friends with benefits that don't sleep with each other. They just want somebody to hang out with and chop it up with no kissing and none of that. You just got some that the modern day people, what these modern world folks want to say, friends with benefits is you sleeping together. So that's basically still a relationship with your dumb ass."
Yeah, man.
I just put it like this. It's like I told my homie. It's like I told that girl this one day. I was like, "You had friends with benefits before, yeah? Did he stay at your house?" "No." "Oh yes." I said, "No or yes?" She said, "Yes." "Did he have a toothbrush at the house?" "Yeah." "Did he have some clothes over there?" "Yeah." Man, y'all go together.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up talking
Y'all
to me.
fucking,
And I walked around. I just looked at her. I was like, "Man, get the." I'm like, "Girl," I'm like, "I ain't Scooby Dumb."
Come on, man.
I'm like, "Come on, man." Like, I
And
don't
we're not
understand it.
stupid. And hold on, we're real quick, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you're a real if you're not biased and you're somebody that knows basketball, you know the game, even if you played or not, you can definitely fucking say that, okay, all right, this dude LeBron trying to be like Curry, man, shooting all them fucking bum-ass 3-point shots from beyond the yard. Because at the end of the day, if you're a guy like that, even if they do clog the paint, what do? You still back a nigga down, work on your post move, and drive that bitch to the paint and take it.
Hey man, I'll be back, man. I gotta go check the mail, man. Hold it down, man, because I still got 30 minutes for my fold to get done here. But Hold it down. Hey, y'all.
Gotcha, dog.
I'm sorry for everybody, man. I know it's NBA season. I'm not trolling, but y'all niggas gonna be crying like Vin Raines in this movie, Holiday Heart, because y'all team's so sorry this year.
Hey, where's Wilt at, dog? Call Wilt over here, dog.
I don't know where that nigga at, man. I've been testing that nigga, man. I ain't even called that nigga 2 minutes. I hope everything's good with that, bro, man. I ain't talked to Wills, man.
He's good, yeah. I think he did a stream like the other day. But yeah, I was gonna chop it up.
Hold on. I'm gonna send him a link to see.
Yeah, send him a link, dog.
That's my boy,
Send
man.
him a link.
Cause
Every time the Celtics see the Knicks this year, it's gonna be shit. You know how they used to make alcohol where they said that they used to crush them shits with their feet. Yeah, it's gonna be like that when the Celtics meet the Knicks.
Let me see if my boy Wills come through. Where he at? There he is. Send it to him.
Sorry ass dudes, man. Them niggas gave up on trades, gave up on picks, traded away picks. Come on, man. But disgrace.
All right, man. Hold it down.
I got you, dog. But yeah, man. Salute everybody, man. What's good, everybody? Kings and queens, everybody. Well, yeah, man. I mean, I'll say one thing. For one, if you're a player that's built a certain type of way, where you have your individual skill sets and what you're good at, stick to what you're good at, man. And then occasionally, you work on what you're not good at. You don't try to force shit. Because when you try to force shit, that's what happens, man. You got a girl, you're trying to get with her, she in the same class as you, or she working the same job as you, and you single, y'all both single, you trying to holler at her. If you try to put pressure on that shit, she gonna see through it, man. But if you play it cool, guess what? You gonna win her by not even trying your hardest. And when you do try your hardest, you don't even have to, because you already won her heart. When you do try your hardest, that's when she realized how much of a romantic gentleman that you are. Because she didn't expect for you to do that. I'm not an OG, but I'm getting there. And I was blessed to be born at a time where I took the time to listen to my OG. Hold on, y'all. But yeah. What's good, Trap Junkie? You said who I got tonight? You talking about the Lakers and the Clippers? If that's what you're talking about tonight, man. Man, shit, man. I'm gonna have to go with the Clippers, dog. Cause I mean, I know for a fact I don't know the Clippers full rosters like that. You must not be talking about the Clippers. I don't know they full roster like that, but I mean, them Clippers, man. I know they deep though. Because you got to see one thing too. The Clippers are not stupid. The Clippers didn't sit there and trade away all their prospect picks and draft picks and all type of shit just to get one player. Come on, y'all. Shut up. your bitch ass up. But yeah, man. The Clippers, man. They played it smart, man. Even though they got rid of some players, so they were able to get a player like Paul George's caliber. But you still got to see through for what they did, man, because they still smart with what they did. They ain't trade away all they picks or nothing like that. Do nothing stupid just for one player. For one player, man, who ain't even produce. Who ain't even produce. They ain't do that. You know what I'm saying? I grew up in the era where I saw how they hyped up a certain player that's playing for the Los Angeles Lakers right now. I saw how they hyped him up. And I saw how my team, the Celtics, when Paul Pierce was playing in that team, I saw the fear that they put in that boy's eyes, man. Made him ran over there to South Beach. Ran over there to a different team so they could show him how to win. Because he couldn't take it. He couldn't win with what he got. And let's start from phase one, where the narrative was, oh, he ain't got enough help. He ain't had enough help on his team. Okay. So you went out to go get help on a different team, and you get there. And when a player like Mario Chalmers check your ass, because you ain't doing the shit you got to be doing so the team can win the game, what do? You blackball the man out the NBA, dog. You make sure that man didn't have a team to play for the next year going forward. Has anybody ever seen Mario Chalmers? I'll wait. Don't worry, I'll wait. Has anybody ever seen Mario Chalmers? And guess what? When he went over there to the Miami Heat, that's how you know he couldn't do them dumb shit like that, because a player like Haslam is still on that roster. The coach is still there. There's levels to this shit. And a lot of people don't see through that. There's levels to this shit, man. You can't put a player that's not great over somebody that is great. You can't do that, man. And you can't celebrate weakness. You can't celebrate failure. Because that's not true victory, dog. If my daughter comes home and she tells me that she was on the playground and she was playing the game with her friends and she cheated to win, you know what I'm going to say to my daughter? I'm going to say, why did you cheat to win? When I know you're talented enough to win, when you don't have to cheat. And she only 6. And as her dad, I'm not going to hype her up because she won by cheating. What kind of example I'm going to set for her on that? Going back to my other take, when he went over there to Miami to learn how to win, once you get over there, a player like Chalmers is going to check you because you ain't doing what you're supposed to be doing as a leader, but you don't like that. You let the man get booted out the NBA and you don't see a fucking word. To this day, we still haven't seen Chalmers after that incident. I haven't seen him. Have you?
No, I haven't seen him. I seen him on a podcast show a while back ago. You know, like a while back ago, but But shout out to Mario Chalmers, though, man. Yeah, man. Because him and Brandon Rush and that national championship team, they always will be royalty. Because Chalmers always gonna be that dude. Even Sharon Collins is. A lot of people still love Sharon Collins, though, too, because he's the one that passed it to him so you can, got the steal and whatever like that, for them to sit at the overtime, man. But that was a crazy game right there because I remember when they played in the national championship game, I was living in Michigan at the time, and everybody that I know that was all my homies that I was working with, they was always going for Memphis and everything, and I was the only one going for Kansas. I was like, man, why are you going for Kansas, man? Kansas, man, they always get there and this is like before they start, because Kansas should have won so many national championships, man. Especially that year when they was like 35 and like 3 or something like that, or 2 or something like that. They ended up being 35 and 3. And that team was nice, man, but it's all about matchup. When you don't come ready to play, I can't wait for college ball, man. College basketball will be crazy this year, man. The women's going to be crazy, too. I like them. I love college sports compared to the NBA sports, even though I know it's a business. But at least I can see how these players end up going to be as seeing a progression. Like a couple of weeks ago, March Madness did a thing on Candace Parker. When she won a national championship, man, that girl she was some goods even as a freshman, man. You could just see certain players. I remember Diana Taurasi when she was there, Sue Bird back in the day, and Kara, what's that girl name? Rebecca Lobo. Yeah, man, them girls, man. I'm telling you, man. Hey, girls basketball will be crazy this year. I am gonna do a college basketball special. I'm gonna do that. I'll probably do that. Probably on I can't do it on Halloween, cause I do it that morning. I'll do it that morning because I gotta close on Halloween. Cause majority of the workers who I work with, they all request Halloween off. Cause there's some Halloween heads. I don't get into these holidays, man.
Yeah, man. I'm right there with you, homie. I'm right there with you, guys. For a lot of reasons too, man. A lot of reasons too.
And a lot of people don't. Yeah, my reason is this. Yeah. This is why I don't celebrate Halloween. I lost so many childhood friends on Halloween night. Cause a lot of people don't know that's one of the most dangerous days to be in America. This is when I was growing up. You feel what I'm saying? So I was taught back then that old folks used to tell me that, like, that's one thing about my mom and my dad, though, too. Even though they got into the church and everything like that, they still let us be a kid. They still let us experience trick-or-treating and all that stuff. And then, you was in the Church of God in Christ church, you had a hallelujah party. You know what I mean? Where they get candy and all this other stuff. And man, a lot of people don't know, man, that's a very dangerous day to be out in America. Because you don't know who's gonna do what. Because let's just say somebody done something wearing a Jason mask. You know how many people wear Jason masks for Christmas? I mean, not for Christmas, for Halloween, or Freddy Krueger masks. I see, man, out here in Oregon, they big on that shit.
Hey, man, one thing too, you got to put it in this perspective is the fact that why do we have to have our kids out going door to door to strangers' houses after cameras? And parents never really question that method where you got your kid going up to a stranger's house and never mind if your kid starts to get older now. Now your kids feel like they could go out there and do that kind of shit by themselves and they grown enough and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, that's just a bad situation to be putting yourself in and your kid every year.
Yeah, it'd be like that sometimes, though, man. But I'm just saying, y'all just gotta be safe out there, man. And I'm not trying to. No, man, you just being a hater of trick-or-treating. No, I'm not being a hater of trick-or-treating, but I know what comes with it. They don't report everything that they see. You know how much stuff that really goes on in America? Like, do y'all really understand? Or around this world, they only put out shit. This shit that happens every day and everywhere you live, even in places that you don't think that shit don't happen. There's crime in every single state. In Idaho, North Dakota, South Dakota. I know some people going through some shit in South Dakota, dealing with their land, dealing with the government with their land and all that shit. And they don't report that shit, bro. I know a lot of shit, bro. I just stay to myself, bro. Cause everybody ain't with. If you ain't with today's agenda, you know what I'm saying.
Facts, man.
If you ain't with
man.
If you ain't with the get along gang, as shout out to Kwame Brown, as he said, the get along gang. That's what them old folks. And y'all talking about he came, dude. That's what them old folks used to tell me growing up. You want to be with the get along gang? Go ahead, but don't mention me in anything that you do.
Hey,
you stay far away from me.
My mom, I remember not just my mom, but you know them old folks. That was our elders, our guardians. Growing up back in Haiti, man. Whenever my older brother or my older siblings would go out and do some certain shit, you know what I'm saying? Even if I didn't follow, hey, check this out, T, bro. Even if I didn't go there with them, dog, she still would get on their ass, cause she would be like, they following you, following you, cause you're older, and that's how it is, man. And hey, man, listen, a lot of the things that even us as parents now that we do. And our kids are watching, man. Our kids are seeing that shit, and they watching how we move about it, how we going about it. Because I remember one thing, my mom, she never celebrated that shit. Now, that Halloween, she ain't never celebrate that shit. But she'll fuck with Christmas, though, a little bit. She'll fuck with Thanksgiving. I'm sorry, not Christmas, Thanksgiving. She'll fuck heavy with Thanksgiving. But as far as and even those holidays still got their back histories to where you have to do your research and find out what is the origins behind this holiday. What is this about? You know what I'm saying? It ain't no feast, man. It's a massacre in disguise, man. And we could get deep into those conversations, but you know how it is when we on here, because this is their platform. When we start talking about shit like this, we start cracking the matrix a little bit. And send out them signals to where they gotta come in and be like, what y'all talking about in here? Oh no, that's not true. That's false. It's just a holiday time. You get all them trolls, you get motherfuckers coming in your channel doing all kind of weird shit. Like, come on, man. And it ain't by coincidence, bro. It ain't by coincidence.
Yeah. It just like it got me thinking because I was on Ticket Channel, and me and Trayvon, we was talking about values of men and everything like that, being a man and everything like that, and I was sitting here rolling one like I'm literally doing right now, and I put Rosie Perez in the background and shit. I always send the links to the homies that's behind the scenes, let everybody know, because I know YouTube don't put out the notifications out that I'm online and shit. So I'm thinking it's one of them. So then one of my closest friends, she hit me up at work. She was like, Chance, why this man sitting there with his hairy nut self swinging his ding-a-ling all across the channel? I looked up, I was like, oh, hell no. Nah. He's smiling. He loved every bit he was doing too. But that was a funny stream though. I went in on him the whole day. That whole time. That whole stream. I talked about his ass.
I couldn't be there for the whole thing, but I did catch a little bit of it. I remember that.
That shit was crazy, bro. Nigga just sitting there, just airing out his shit for the whole world to see. Hey, look how long my dick is. No, if I was your mama, if your mama and your daddy, your grandma and everybody that raised you need to slap the shit out of you for doing that dumbass shit.
Oh boy, you out of that nigga. That nigga was in the wrong website, man. That's all I know.
Nah. This is how I know. This is how I know when shit hits home. When you be talking about shit on other people's shit, and then, I just ain't never seen that shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I had the shit happen before. a white boy was on here before. You know what I'm saying? And it was Annie K was in here. Aries was in here, but Aries wasn't. You know, she was tending to her flock at her house. But the dude started waving his little Johnson, just waving his little shit, and next thing I know, Annie K was like, "Why is he? What is that?" I was like, "Oh man, like when you try to give people a chance, man, they fuck it up, bro. Serious, bro." That's why I see why a lot of people have a lot of do shit like that. If I ever got to that limelight, I'll make sure my shit affordable. I ain't gonna be digging all in people's pockets and shit like that. I don't do that shit anyway. You know, it is what it is. Like, it is what it is. But man, hey, let me look at tonight's game again before I go get my food here. My food is almost done.
Yeah, I'm about to leave the phone in the charger. You know how this StreamYard thing be. Hey man, where's they go? Come on, man. Yeah, I'm gonna have to say I don't know where Big Nose in at. I know he's coming. But yo, man, Big Nose in and the other dude. Now I gotta figure out what kind of phone them dudes got, man, because they was on the stream the other day on Ticket. Shout out to Ticket too. They was on the stream the other day, bro. Them dudes was on that shit for like 7 hours, bro. Like, what kind of phone do y'all got, man? Because I don't get how the fuck y'all phone didn't die, man. Because they was going at it.
They kept that shit on the charger. That's all you do. You keep that shit on the charger. That's what you do, man. You gotta keep that shit. Hey, I remember that. I know what stream you talking about too, man. Because I thought you were talking about last night's stream. Because my boy was on one last night too, man. Shout out to Nairobi. Nairobi was on one last. Hey man. Hey, I ain't go. Hey man, this shit's crazy, man. It's basketball season, man. That's how you know it's basketball season, man. It's back. And niggas gonna be capping. And niggas gonna be capping. You know, men and women, they're gonna be capping their ass off. Even everybody want to be right. Everybody want to be right on the internet. Nobody can never be wrong.
Hey, but look though, a lot of people gonna be losing their money real soon. Yo, man. And a lot of people gonna be losing their cash real soon, man. Cause I know one thing. I learned my lesson there a long time ago. I ain't betting on them NBA teams like that, man. Cause you never know what could happen, dog.
And it's like this, and even the people that did bet, like for the college games, y'all be emailing me talking about, man, I made so much money off of you. Hey, that's fine. You can bet all you want to. That's fine. Hey, that's one thing I always promised my dad that I never gonna bet. Dude, all you gotta do is follow the storyline.
Hey, they looking for a nigga named Snippy on TV channel, dog.
They looking for what?
They're looking for a nigga named Snippy. A nigga named Snippy owes somebody money. And that nigga never came back.
Oh, I don't get into that, man. I don't get into that. Yeah, I know Spiff been missing in action and stuff, man. But hey, that's between that, man. I ain't got nothing against. Hey.
Yeah, no, I ain't got nothing against that. But you know, it's got love. But it's like, man.
Yeah. Hey, he ain't
the
only one. He ain't the only one. Cause Lemonade Stand did the same thing to Mahern. He still harm. Hey, did you ever hear that stream that one day?
But Lemonade, I don't know. I know which ones you're talking about, but I think they might have worked it out, because I don't know, because he was on there though. But
hey, he came back on there. Hold on, I gotta clarify that. I never forget that day. I was listening to Ticket Stream, and this dude kept on talking and talking. I was like, why this? He kept on saying, mate, yeah, mate. I'm like, why this nigga sound like Lemonade? And I was sitting. I ain't gonna lie. I texted my boy. I texted my internet twin. I texted Moss. I was like, Moss, man, I'm sitting here laughing so hard. Why that nigga sound like Lemonade Stand? And as soon as I thought about that, as soon as he read my message, he's like, is this Lemonade Stand? You know how Moss is. Is this Lemonade Stand? Nah, nigga, you sound like Lemonade. That shit was funny, bro. And Showtime be having some classes. Shout out to my boy Showtime too. Showtime be having some classes too, man. I don't be going. I just like to get my point off and just get off. Cause you know when niggas getting their feelings about some shit, it's just an opinion, man. And one thing I know is about the internet. Everybody want to be right. Everybody want to debunk somebody. Everybody act like, you know, it's one man sits above everybody else. Man, nah. I mean, It's not even like that to me. I'll be right back, man. I'm about to make sure I get this food, man. I want my food to mess up.
Go ahead. You know, what big homies just said just now is very essential too, man. It's important because if you want to be right all the time, if you're somebody that want to be right all the time, man, you miss the signs in your fault, in your default, in your character. Whereas if you got a partner that's trying to tell you something about yourself, but you don't want to listen because you know you right or you feel like you right about it, that's not a good mentality to have, man. And a lot of us, though, and I'm not exempt. Shit, I ain't exempt from it because I ain't perfect. But once you realize your mistakes and work on them, that's how you work yourself up to perfection. And you know, if you don't listen, if you're somebody that can't listen to somebody else when it comes to criticizing your mistakes as well, then you're a flawless, biased, hypocritical ass person. And you should be ashamed of yourself. And you should get slapped with a hamburger with no cheese. Because at the end of the day, LeBron didn't want to hear what the mistakes he was making when Chalmers was trying to tell him what it is. He didn't want to hear it. He didn't want to hear it. Draymond didn't want to hear KD barking at him because he felt like he was right in that situation. Draymond felt like, nigga, I can bring the ball up all the time. What difference does it make right now if I give it to you or not? And the result played itself out. Nigga dribbled it to a turnover. And I think they lost that game, if I'm not mistaken. But anywho in Whoville, you gotta listen, man. Because if you're somebody that's thin-skinned and you can't sit there and communicate and let somebody else have the floor for 30 seconds to say anything they gotta say, even if you know that person might be saying some bullshit. But if you don't got the ability to sit down and listen, boy, you're in a whole world of trouble. You're in a whole world of trouble because somebody might say something and you miss it and it could cost you your life. Your whole motherfucking life. I remember one time I was a kid playing with a broomstick in Haiti and running around with it, and my aunt told me, hey, put that down. I ain't listen to her. And that shit ended up getting stuck on a rock. And I ain't pay attention. Looked around, that whole thing went all the way down. All the way in my mouth. No homo. Nigga couldn't eat for weeks. Nigga, I couldn't eat for weeks. Nigga, I was in Haiti. My favorite food was fucking, at the time, I loved pizza at the time, man. My daddy took me out to eat pizza, man. I couldn't even eat that shit, man. My little cousins was happy as hell that day, too. My friends was happy as hell. What? You don't want it? Yeah. Hey, man. I didn't listen, man. I didn't listen to my aunt, man. If I would have listened to her put that broom down, hey, guess what? That probably wouldn't have happened to me, dog. Probably wouldn't have happened to me, dog. I remember one time when I came here in the States, I was in Florida, nigga. My mom told me, hey, don't go in that pool when I'm not here. Shit, nigga. As soon as I got off of school, nigga, shit, that's the first thing I did. Changed my clothes, went straight to the pool by myself. Nigga, I did a whole backflip, nigga. I was doing backflips, front flips, left flips, all kind of shit. I did that one backflip. My face landed on the concrete, nigga. It was over. You know why? Because I ain't fucking listening. Salute Tyson, salute everybody. Hey, listen, if you haven't smashed the like button, please smash the like button. Simple as that. It's free. It's for $3.99, dog. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe to my dog T-Price channel, dog. Just hit that subscribe button. Let's get the support up, man. Let's support each other, man. You know, I mean, the whole Draymond Green situation too, man. It's gonna come to a decision where you're right, Tyson. They are gonna have to trade him, because if they don't, he's gonna cost them a whole year where they could potentially get back in the finals. Because I'm gonna tell you one thing, right? With this whole Draymond thing, if he don't come right with Jordan Poole, dog, some way, either in public or in private, it's gonna backfire on them very heavily in the upcoming months. If I'm right, because if we brothers and we just won, you shouldn't be treating me like that, dog. No matter what I say, even if I say some shit that might get under your skin, but you don't do no shit like that. Where you look at me as if I'm the enemy. You feel me, Chief? You feel me?
Hey, this is one thing I noticed though too, because I got friends that play professional, professional basketball, semi-pro basketball, all that shit, right? But I never seen none of their fights got leaked. I just heard stories about them. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't never heard stories got leaked like that. Now,
yeah,
that was just a bad situation all the way in itself, because this reminds me. It's like when KD contract. It was like when his contract year, when and they both was up for a contract or whatever the case, and he started feuding with KD. That would make KD leave and everything like that. And then, people that I talk to, they say that he don't deserve $140 million. Name a player that they always overplay these players into today's era. They just do. Now, he is their future. Now, I don't know. I said this before. I still think they still gonna be in the mix, because they still the champions if somebody knock them out.
Yeah.
I just feel like somewhere down the line, every dynasty comes down to a halt real fast. Like what happened to them the first time when they had their little semi-dynasty. Injuries derailed that season. You see what I'm saying? And Draymond got into it with KD calling him a bitch. All this other shit. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That derailed that season. Now this year, I don't know what's going. I think it's already derailed, but then again, who to me to figure out? I still think they can make it to the finals, but I just don't see them as winning as champion. If they did, there'd be some outstanding ass shit. I ain't even gonna lie. I give them their kudos, but I'm just gonna say this: you always want to give all these players all their due diligence, everything. Who was the last two people that three-peated?
Mm-hmm.
That's all I gotta say.
Yep, that's it. Right there on the money, man. Right there on the money, man. And, I mean, it's a lot. It's always gonna be. You know what it is, man. For any great team, for any great player, you are your own worst enemy. Because only you can defeat yourself. Once you learn self-control, man. if you got self-control and you get out there, it's like if you're a boxer and you know what you train for, but once you get in there, you don't practice what you trained in. It's not you gonna get knocked out cold. You gonna get knocked out cold. And one thing for sure, man, a great team is their worst enemy. Even if there are other great teams out there, that's when you get great comp. You get good competition when you get two good teams up against each other. And the only thing that could beat that team is the other team. One, if they do outperform them, and two, if that team beats themselves. Because no matter what, you're gonna get those little small things, dysfunction, where a guy feels like, okay, I should get the ball more, or whatever the case may be. But when you got a situation like this, bro, I honestly, it's already derailed, man. Because y'all, you know what I'm saying? They were in the practice. They were in the private practice, and the season it was coming soon. And then something like this gets leaked out. This should just tell you, okay, how many times this probably happened before with them two, and it never got leaked out, but it only got leaked out up until this point. Because I'm pretty sure that happened before with them two. With them two, I'm pretty sure something happened before where maybe it might have not been that physical, but it got to a point where, all right, we need to keep an eye out when these two are in the same room because anything might happen.
Draymond like this.
Yeah.
He like this. What else do you want from me? Nigga, you just punched the nigga. Man, you safari punched the nigga. He safari punched that nigga, bro. And he leaned in and rocked with it. Then he gonna sit there gonna tell the American people, whatever they want to call us. Oh, it was edited. That fight was not edited. That punch wasn't edited. You safari punched that nigga like barbershop.
You know, Injustice Superman. Hey, he Superman punched him, dog.
Yep. That was Injustice. Yep. Yep.
He gave him some justice with that punch, dog.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But even as I watched the video over and over again, there was coaches that was right there. There was players. Kaminga was sitting right there. Nobody break that shit up.
They ain't do shit, dog. They ain't do shit.
I don't understand that, but hey, if they can, they still the champions until somebody knock them out. That's all I gotta say for right now. Now, I think Memphis gonna be okay. They used to play without John Moran and Jared Jackson Jr.
Oh yeah, Memphis, yeah. I mean,
hey, where did Brandon Clark? Hold on.
If Josh still hurt,
go ahead.
No, I was just saying, if Josh still hurt, they might just. Oh no, I'm thinking about New Orleans. My bad. I'm thinking not New Orleans, Charlotte. I'm thinking about Charlotte. My bad, Charlotte. Because Charlotte, they're gonna tank this year. I think Charlotte's gonna tank. Because old boy hurt, Vanello.
Not only that, Bridges don't sit there and slap a whole tribe, his girlfriend or his baby mama, whoever.
Yeah, yeah, man.
And he was up for a contract.
Man. He's a ball too. So he has to just fuck that up over some bit. Over a female. Excuse my language. Over a female. Because I don't consider no women, no bitches, unless they act like that. If that's how they act, then hey, you gotta call it out. But I don't consider no woman a female dog.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that's crazy, man.
And I was reading, I don't know if that, a lot of times they be reading out fake reports and stuff. I just want to make sure this is actually accurate. So I want to check the rosters first before I even mention it.
What's that?
I don't know if it's true or not. If it's not true, I ain't going to mention it. I'm doing my due diligence because I just thought about something.
Yep.
Let me go to Memphis Grizzlies right quick. Okay, Memphis Grizzlies right here. Yeah, that was fake news then because they said, yeah, because they had him signing with, because I read a report that he was signed with the Celtics. I was like, how? Brandon Clark from the Grizzlies. He went to Gonzaga. But it says right here that Memphis signed Brandon Clark to a multi-contract extension. So that report was false. Because if Brandon Clark actually played, was going to go to Boston, he would have been Rosa Houston would have pronounced that shit. They would have been talking about this on ESPN and all that shit. But that, what you see with your Brooklyn Nets, man? I don't see no defense over there, bro. You're breaking up a little bit. I can't hear you. You're breaking up.
No, can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
No, I was just saying the Nets, they messed up by trading away Jared Allen. They should have never traded him away. They should have kept him.
They should have kept all them dudes. They would have had the chip already, in my opinion.
Yeah, I believe so too, man.
They would be battling with Golden State. They would have been battling like, you know how Cleveland was playing against the Warriors, doing consecutive finals and shit like that. I think they would have been like that with Brooklyn. They would have kept everybody together.
Yeah, man.
Because you still had Karis LeVert. You still have Karis LeVert.
Yep. Because he's a great. Bro, listen, man. Karis LeVert, he was a good piece on that team, man. Ever since they traded him, the other team that got him, they ain't used him the right way, man. And I don't like that, man, because he was a good player, man. He's a good young player with good potential, and they ain't using him right, man. But Brooklyn, they had him in a great situation where he would have been had Kyrie and KD wouldn't have been on that fuck shit where they wanted to go get a nigga with titties. He didn't stay on that team, bro. He didn't even stay, bro, man. I wasn't happy about that at all. And the next, hey, man, whatever happened to them, they deserve that shit. Same thing with the Lakers. They had great pieces that they could have helped develop, like all these other teams draft these players and they develop them, and they trade them away because a superstar comes in and wants to stack the deck.
And I heard Shannon Sharp, and I heard LeBron James, and I always said to myself, Shannon Sharp be talking for LeBron James for him on TV, because he said the same exact shit that LeBron said. It's the same exact shit. Oh well, this roster ain't constructed with shooters, nigga. You got rid of everybody to shoot. The fuck out my face, y'all niggas sound dumb.
Yeah, man.
And this is what they don't understand too. They always want to make us feel sorry for LeBron. For what? I don't feel sorry for that, man. Y'all always media people, y'all media darlings who've been calling him ever since he was in middle school. Not high school, but middle school.
Man, listen, man. We gonna keep cooking him until we ain't got no more fucking oil on the stove, man. Cause that shit is true, man. Cause it's the same thing every year, man. When this dude goes to a team, trades away great picks, great potential players, and then turn around when the team is losing, they say, "Oh, you ain't got no help." You traded the whole fucking team. Fucking boo-boo the fool. You traded the
LeBron is the only team. It's the only superstar I see that had two different teams twice.
What the fuck? I don't like that shit, man. They'd be like, "Oh, you ain't had enough help." Duh, because you traded the help. Man.
Right? I don't feel sorry for him, bro.
And then when you point that out, then they're trying to make it seem like the players that they traded away wasn't good enough. Like, come on, man. That's not. Come on, man.
They didn't try to say that nigga wasn't a snake. That man was a snake. Cause he looked at his own best friend face and told him, "Am I getting traded?" Nope. Then the next day, that nigga was traded.
Crazy.
Come on, man.
Come on, man. That's the little slick shit, man. I mean, I don't like that.
The media, man, y'all media folks, y'all doing a good job destroying these kids because these kids can't even think for them goddamn selves.
Right, bro. Bro, man, listen, man. If I didn't think for myself, though, I wouldn't even be where I'm at right now. Blessed, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, bro, you ain't never lied. I tell my lady this all the time when I talk to her. Nobody don't talk to me my whole entire life. I've been alone all my entire life. I'm used to nobody ain't fucking with me. Because I'm so much different from everybody else. I don't have to be seen. I don't have to be cool with you for you to recognize me. Fuck out of here. You don't like me, you don't like me. I ain't lost not one day of sleep. Either.
I'll tell you one thing.
I know Jabari Smith gonna get some buckets tonight. Jabari, you gonna, and that one boy they got from LSU. Rockets gonna hey the Rockets, man, them boys, that's just another young team that you can thank James Harden for that, because this is one thing I understand about teams nowadays. You give up so much for a player, right? But it's what you get. Now I'm gonna ask you about your opinion. How you think the Timberwolves gonna be this year? The Timberwolves.
The Timberwolves, I mean, I think they're a good team, but I feel like they haven't achieved much with Cat and the pieces that they had these past years. I feel like they could have done more, but they just not. I don't think they.
I like Anthony Edwards. He has shown me. You can tell he been in that gym. You can just tell these players that what they've been doing this summer. You know what I'm saying? And if he takes that next step, then I think they can do something. But Rudy Gobert, it's kind of hard for me to assess Rudy Gobert because I ain't never seen nobody. Even when he was in Utah, I live in the West Coast. They'll never put them teams out there. They'll never run plays for him. It's just always tip dunks and shit like that. You know, so he ended up getting a back to the basket game or some way, somehow. I don't know. And Keegan Murray, I might have to do that game tonight, bro. I won't have to do that game. I only want to do the Clippers and the Lakers. I have a feeling that's going to be a blowout. I'm going to do the Portland Trailblazers and the Sacramento Kings. I'm going to see what that boy Keegan Murray going to do, because that dude, he been looking good in the preseason. And 2K, you are dead wrong for having that man head look like the way it does too. You out of pocket. You got that man looking like he a little gerbil baby or something. That nigga got more hair than that. Oh, he ain't playing tonight? Well, fuck that. I ain't doing the game then. Fuck that. Man. Now I might as well do the Lakers game then. We're all right. It's been fun. I will be back later. I will be doing the Clippers Lakers game tonight. Since I found out that Keegan Murray is not going to be playing tonight, so oh well. Is Kawhi going to be playing tonight? What's up, Tyson? I agree with you. His ego and his arrogance is his downfall. That's true. That's very true. And then once his mama condoned that shit too, I was done. I'm done. And I noticed when they was all taking pictures together, he had his hand around Steph. He made sure he didn't touch Draymond. I don't know, man. But they are still the champions until somebody. It's tomorrow. Then who played tonight? Somebody played tonight on TV, man. Somebody tonight play on TV. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, Sacramento and Portland supposed to play, and that's gonna be playing in Bay Area. Oh, let me see. Okay. Oh, the Lakers play tomorrow. Yeah, I'll do that game because I'm off tomorrow, so I can still do that game. Okay, let me just go on NBA schedule right here. Today we got the Magic and the Pacers. No, the Magic and the Pistons. Wizards against Indiana. Houston against Atlanta. New Orleans Pelicans versus Brooklyn Nets. Oh, that's going to be a good one. And I want to see Zion get down and going against Ben Simmons. Kyrie, Cleveland, and Toronto. Oh, the Knicks play the Grizzlies. Okay. And then you got Dallas and oh, okay. Dallas and the Suns. Yeah, hey, I'll come back tonight for the Dallas and the Suns. I will be back at about like 6. I'll probably come on by like 6:30, 6:45ish. I'll ride in there, but if not, I might just come in right when the game starts. But I will be back tonight to do that game. Like, share, subscribe, hit the like button, man. Pass the information out, man. If you want to donate to the channel, it's right there on the screen. If not, the show will go on anyway. I ain't tripping. I know what I do. I ain't got to take nobody's style. I ain't got to bite nobody. I ain't got to need nobody. I ain't got to beg or do anything like that. I'm gonna be still true over here. It is opinion, it's just an opinion. At the end of the day, it's just an opinion. So don't be getting all butt hurt, calling somebody a hater and all this other stuff. Why? Because somebody don't want to agree with you. If everybody think alike, we be some dumbass people in this world. I'm just saying. Like, share, subscribe, y'all. I will be back at 7 o'clock. For the Mavericks against the Phoenix Suns. Rematch of the conference finals. And we have a rematch also today of a conference finals between Boston and Miami as well. So that's another game I'm really going to see how they're going to play. They're going to be playing on the road. And maybe they do play them. That's one game I'm definitely going to go try to check and see. I don't know who's going to take a step back. I don't know who's going to take a step up. But you always got two teams that's always going to be that's going to be low trajectory and them having great seasons. I just wish everybody the best. This ain't no hate. This ain't nothing, man. This is just, I don't understand why people can't just come on and just talk without disrespecting and everything like that. Everybody is with with the shits, and everybody ain't with the hoopla of what they be saying about these people on mainstream media. You know what I'm saying? And just because people don't agree, we have every right to reason to be. Case in mention, my dad told me this, and this is my last closing words. My dad used to tell me this all the time. He's like, son, let me tell you something. Just because somebody say that you greater, is everybody in the world say that you better than this person, that doesn't mean that you are. Because you know why? Because you're going to have some people that's not going to think you are. Why? Because they might be somebody that is better, that actually is better, but they ain't going to get that notoriety like the other person did. Because why? Because I kind of understood it then when he was saying, now that I'm older and more in depth of what the world be throwing at you. Always investigate shit. Always look up shit. Always look up everything. And one thing I know is about ESPN too. Anything that LeBron does, they got the stats all situated only strictly just for him. I really want to see how Dallas gonna come out. They are gonna be different. They don't have Brunson, and I know Christian Wood gonna be coming off the bench. They do got Tim Hardaway coming back this year. Denver Nuggets and the Utah Jazz. Is Jamal Murray gonna be playing? I don't understand. I just, you got all these players that's coming back and everything. So I'm just gonna judge according to as I go. And I ain't judging right now, but I know what I seen last night, that Philadelphia ain't going nowhere, in my opinion. I don't see Boston getting that far. I could be wrong, and I'm not hating. It's just my opinion. And I definitely don't see the Lakers going anywhere. I don't see the Lakers even making the playoffs the way they playing. They look worse than they did last year. I don't see Brooklyn making it to the finals either. That's just my opinion. I just feel like it's going to be somebody else. Now, Golden State, they are the champions. If somebody knock them off, I still got them in the conference finals. Even if they make it to the NBA finals, I won't be surprised about that. But winning it, I just don't have them winning it, because I just feel like when you have a dynasty like every dynasty that ever was built, it always ended up bad. That I see. It did. It's just like the Lakers' dominance in the West. Back in the day when they had Magic in them, 1991. The downhill after that. Every dynasty goes down. Players get older. But we live in a whole different era now. And another thing, this is my last words, like for real. I don't hate nobody. Like I don't. But one thing I don't like, and that would not be, is definitely ain't gonna be tolerated over here. If you gotta tear down another man's career just to make your player look well, you know what that is to me? And I tell y'all this sometimes. I'm gonna tell y'all this again over here. That makes your player looks very weak. That's who you rooting for. As my boy Trayvon would say, giving these extra toppings of everything that this man don't necessarily need. This dumpster fire that the Lakers is going through right now, I told y'all this shit was going to happen. But when I said it the very first time on Ticket Channel, I'm the biggest hater. I was naming every book. I don't know any basketball, which I don't. according to everybody else. I don't know anything. I don't claim like I know everything. Well, I watch another basketball enough to know. Well, it's good basketball compared to bad basketball. And big man this year, y'all big man, this is the message to all y'all big men that's gonna be grabbing all these rebounds this year for these 3-pointers. Take it back up there and get the 2 points. Stop throwing it back out there. Everybody is not Stephen Rondell Curry. Okay? Just get the rebound and just get the easy deuce. Period. I'm so tired. It's just the era that we live in. You see teams get 4 or 5 possessions, offensive rebound, and they still out there shooting threes. I don't know, man. Oh, and another thing too. To y'all little dumbass, little young people out there, stop trying to factor in the 3-pointer to make it seem like these old school players can't benefit it. Dude, you can't move the goalposts every single time. Just because somebody has a low 3-point percentage, back then basketball was played right, inside out, dumbasses. You had teams. Every team had 3-point specialists. Every team had a Charles Oakley or an enforcer. Every team, even you was the sorriest team in the league. So cut this shit out, man. Cause we judge it by 3-pointers only. Then y'all definitely look the 2-pointers, the mid-range, all that shit. You don't see no players doing that shit hardly. Only a few players I know. Either they driving it to the lane where they could bring the big man out so they could drive past them. There ain't no protection in the paint. You can hate what you want to say about them. I don't give a damn. But this is just coming from me. I don't like this shit. That's why I don't debate with young people, man. I don't do it. Even people that are old enough that fed it into this dumbass nonsense, this media's drug. I'm not falling for that okie dokie bullshit. Because number one is bullshit. It actually is. Every superstar gets smoked except LeBron. He get praised for a stat pattern. He's the only person that get praised for everything that he do, even when he's stat pad. But when it was Kobe Bryant, oh yeah, he's stat pad. Oh, Michael Jordan, oh yeah, look at him, oh yeah, he's stat pad. Oh yeah, he's stat pad. Y'all don't call it all the way down the middle, man. Y'all just don't. Like, share, subscribe. I see y'all 7 o'clock, man. It's time to go get blitz again, man. Call and talk to the first lady of my life. That's if she answered her phone.com. I called earlier, she didn't answer. So, I holla. Peace. Have a good day, y'all. I'll be back 7 o'clock tonight. Hey, Von, I think having Brogdon at the end of games will help them benefit other than Marcus Smart. But we'll talk about that later. I'm out, y'all. Peace.